Oh, hello. There we are. Midnight chat here for some of my subscribers that were with me just a little while ago. I was doing a YouTube testing with this casino game I had on my computer, and the software program just messed everything up. So I'm just doing a late midnight chat here. Not quite like a late night show or morning show. Anyway, I was working on this casino game. This casino game I have, uh, I got a software program I downloaded and tried to stream, and it just I couldn't figure the thing out. I spent a good half hour to an hour working with it and watching 2 or 3 YouTube videos on it, and I just couldn't get it going. But I had a few of my subscribers join me, and I had to cut off the live. And then my stinking ATT internet took a dump on me. Just one of those nights, stuff happens. So I thought I'd come back on the live here on my channel and just shoot the breeze here with a few of my subscribers that were just joining me earlier on my live. I had to cut it short. So I'm just seeing who's on the YouTube right now, late at night. I got one person watching. Anyway, yeah, so it was this OBS software program, and you could take, like, if you bring a game up on your screen or something on your screen, you can broadcast it and stream it through your YouTube live, like the gaming. But as I was looking at some different software programs, a lot of them were pointing to this OBS, but I've had nothing but difficulty with it. And anyway, I had to cut 2 of my streams off, and then my internet crashed out on me on the second one. I have a good screen recorder program, Movahi, I believe it's pronounced, but for some reason it won't want to connect to YouTube, so I got to call the company and find out what's going on with that. But it's just been a nightmare. I wanted to do a game night with my casino game. Oh, welcome back. I'm just doing a quick live here explaining what was happening earlier. You guys came on my live a couple times with that casino game. And I got this software program. I was looking for one that, screen records and I can throw it through my YouTube live. It was OBS Studio was the one a lot of people use. There's some other ones, but anyway, I watched 2 or 3 YouTube videos on it and got all the information, and I just kept having difficulty with it. And then the second time I was on, my whole ATT internet just crashed out on me, life of Nia. So it's been one of those nights. But I wanted to come back on because I know you guys joined me a couple times. You're probably like, what in the world is going on here? Is a casino game, he's talking, and then he's off twice. But I'm going to have to find I'm going to go around the, internet and do a little research and talk to some people I know and find a better software program to take like computer screen recordings and put them on my live. Oh, welcome. I'm just doing a quick, not quick, but a little different, just a midnight chat talk. No topics, no trivia right now. I went on live a couple times trying to do a game, and a game that my casino game, and nothing but problems. Then my ATT internet took a big dump on me the second time. But anyway, this OBS software is. I got a good screen recorder, Movahi, I used in a number of my YouTube videos, but for some dang reason, it won't. Google won't let it connect when I go click the share button. So I got to look into that. But I do plan in the near future having just a fun night with my casino game, and I got a couple other ideas. I'm floating for some of my future lives. I'm thinking of working on a game like a Price is Right game. I'm gonna go do. The problem I'm finding out a little bit with the trivia. and Life of Nia, you're on the Ange TV show. You know, you go there quite often, but what pops up in your chat window and what is showing on like Ange's chat window, and I've had this not just the Ange TV show, but on a couple other lives, are two different things. And I guess it just depends on the internet connection or something like that. And oh, thanks for coming. I'm just having a midnight chat, shooting a breeze here. Oh, so anyway, with the trivia, the problem I've noticed is, and why I'm kind of getting away from doing like guess what, guess who trivia and the elimination and some of these trivia games is I don't like it when and it's just having fun. But here's the problem, you know, I like to be fair, and it's not right when a certain user, you know, let's say you got 15 people in your chat and one particular, two particular users answers keep coming in, because I've had several times I've done trivia on someone else's live, and it's like in my chat window, it's showing me that I had my answer first in and the other person was second or third. But the host, like right now I'm hosting, was showing something different. So, and two, I like to do different things, but I do have in the works. I'm going to get a cool game together. I'm going to do is like a Price is Right game. And basically I'm going to get some pictures and get the price on things and have people, you know, guess on it and do that as a game idea for one night. And I'll get this casino game worked out one way or the other. It's a really fun game. So that's pretty much what I'm doing, you know, now. And then just a midnight chat. And if you guys don't know each other, go ahead and network. Who do I have in here? Life of Nia. You know, let me give you guys a big hello here. There we go. I see McNikrum and Nate Dogg. I was waiting for them to come back in and see what let them know what was I going to say going on. Are you still with me then, Life of Nia? Oh, I got two people in here still with me. Okay. But anyway, that's just what was going on here. I will have this Sunday. Oh, okay. Thanks. Yeah, this Sunday I will be doing a morning show. I got some good topics, like news topics, and then I got to think of a few other topics I'm going to do and a few things. Oh, thanks for coming. I'm doing terrific. I came back on to just have a quick midnight chat with some of my subscribers and friends. I was messing around with some software, OBRA, and it to screen record and put like my game on my YouTube live. And I had nothing but problems, and I came on 2 or 3 times and had to cut off. So I just wanted to do, you know, a midnight chat, talk what was going on and what happened. Oh, I'm doing good. Doing terrific. I didn't catch, by the way, you're live in the past couple days, but I'll catch you soon enough. OBRA. I'll catch you soon enough here. Doing your lives. By the way, if anybody, Life of Nia, if you're not friends with OBRA, let me drop his channel link here. 1 second, and you definitely want him on your friends list and go check out his lives. You will definitely build your channel up, and he does a terrific job of networking. He'll help you out with watch hours and subscribers, big time. Let me go get his channel here. I have it saved in my channel drop. 1 second, everybody. Oh, here we go. Okay, I'm going to do a channel drop here. Copy. Okay, here we go. Put it in here. Boom. Life of Nia. I put a link there to. Oh, okay, cool. Life of Nia. You'll see my link. I just popped in there for OBRA or just OM. This gentleman's from the Philippines, and he does some terrific lives. And I mean, you will pick up subscribers and watch hours. But yeah, definitely click on his channel and subscribe to it and check out some of his lives, and then he's going to watch your videos and play them on your channel as long as you're on his live, as well as you will pick up a lot of subscribers and people, especially from over in the Philippines. But yeah, he's a channel definitely worth checking out. But I will get the casino game, some different things I have in the works. I will get the casino game in the near future. I'll find a good software program, or the one I do have, and get that up one night. We'll play the casino game and just have some fun. Sunday, I got was it the morning show is in the works. I have some a few good news topics, and then what else did like I say, I'm gonna try to put together like a Price is Right game, something for us to have fun, along with like good topics to talk about as far as news topics and some topics I think of, and all my lives, I only have, it's late at night, 3 people here, but anytime I do my live, I always encourage, we network with each other as well. I did have a news story I pulled up today, which I found quite interesting, and I'm going to talk about it more in detail on Sunday. Is I don't know if you heard or if you know of a Ron Jeremy. He got arrested, similar to like somewhat similar to Bill Cosby's situation, but this Ron Jeremy is a well-known adult film star. Oh, okay. Thanks, Life and Nia. Yeah. He's going to help your channel out. But anyway, this news story I got, Ron Jeremy's been brought up like on 4 different rape and groping charges out in Los Angeles. And now there's like 20 different women from around the country that are calling in. And he's been like an adult film star from back in the 80s all the way to current. And I'll go over this news story and just what he did to a lot of these. Oh, okay, cool, Life of Nia. Oh, you're more than welcome for the compliment. You're more than welcome. Not a problem at all. But anyway, this Ron Jeremy got in trouble. He was out in Los Angeles, and anyway, he's got like 4 like about 4 different rape charges. So the main thing when he's doing his films, he it's consensual what goes on between him and a woman when they do films and the people are paid. But the news has been breaking that this Ron Jeremy has been at parties and other places, and what he's did to women as far as groping them and raping them, and he's going to jail. He's a very famous adult film actor in the business, and it was just like, wow. But I'll get into that news story, and then one reason I'm bringing it up too is I'm gonna touch on a little bit when it comes to dating and rape and basically when a woman says no, it means no, and certain behaviors you'll pay a penalty for, and it's going on, especially like a lot of these politicians, from Bill O'Reilly to Al Franken, for example, that have gotten in trouble for doing stuff years back, and it's come back with when it comes to this rape and whatnot. But anyway, that's going to be one of the news stories, and I got some other stuff I'll be talking about on the morning show this Sunday. I'll probably come on at 10 a.m. because a lot of people on the West Coast, I believe, are about 3 hours behind me, and I think Life and Nia, you're in Texas. And you're like, I'm in Eastern Standard Time Zone here in America, Detroit. So I think you're like 2 hours behind me. So I don't like to come on right at like 8:30 in the morning, and people in the Mountain and Pacific Time Zone be around 5:30 or 6. So yeah, I'll be working on the. I'll have a good show for us on Sunday. Oh, okay. Is that about the Ron Jeremy news story you were saying? Oh, wow, to Life of Nia that I was talking about, or is that you checking out his channel? Yeah, he does I'll just OBRA there, or OM there. A friend of mine from the Philippines. He has a little icon with the Superman and his face in there, and does terrific. Okay, awesome. Thanks for visiting our channel. Yeah, definitely, definitely. And like I say, I'm gonna come on your live. I'm gonna probably tomorrow. I'm gonna pay a visit and stop by your live a couple times because it's been about I don't know, quite a week, but it's been a little while. Oh, hey, Novak. Novak. Sub Bro D. Oh, I'm not. What is that? What do you exactly mean, Novak? I know sub, but what's Bro D? Unless that's like an emoji. I liked your live, by the way, Novak. Boy, that some of them people come in there and it's like the Novak's YouTube channel. I was really impressed. Oh wow, Life of Nia, yeah. You'll want to be on the Sunday morning show real quick. I'll be right with you, Novak. Oh, okay, I got you. Any rate, Novak too. Oh, this OBRA. I put his link up above. You can hook up with him. A friend of mine from the Philippines. I'll just put it this way: he will help build up your channel and with watch hours and subscribers. No questions asked. I'm telling you. Oh, okay. I'm reading your thing here, Life of Nia. It was a shame I was molested. Wow. I'm sorry to hear that, Life of Nia. Wow. Before it was sad seeing these women go through too. Oh yeah, much love to you too, Novak. I want if you can stick and stay with me for just a few minutes, Novak. I wanted to talk about your live. But Life of Nia, yeah, this Sunday, if you're not able to come on my live at 10 a.m., definitely watch the replay. Because I will be going over this story about Ron Jeremy brought up on all these rape and groping charges. Now, a few things I can't discuss because it gets a little too graphic, but I got the picture of his arraignment and the sheriff deputies around him in court. A very well-known guy in the adult film industry, from the Playboy Channel to several adult movies and being in these AVN awards. But what he's got away with for years is just okay, cool. Thanks, Novak. It's just been despicable. But yeah, I'm going to go over this news story about this Ron Jeremy, and I'll talk about a few things in the news story. And it was, I believe, out of the LA Times. I have it over here, but I'm going to get into that. And part of the reason I want to bring it up is to hammer home and even have it on record, you could be on a date or somewhere, and if a woman flirts with you, that's one thing. But when someone says no, it means no. And as well as certain actions that you do to someone else, you have to have their consent first. And I think he got a little bit too bold, either his character from years of doing movies. But I'm going to go into this news story and really get into it and read about it and hammer it home on my live this Sunday morning, as well as, put a warning out there and just, hopefully I wake some people up if they need to be woken up. Oh, thank you, Novak. I appreciate that. I haven't even typed in here. I'm just talking. And definitely network with each other. If you don't, someone's in here you don't know, whatchamacallit, definitely hook up with their channel. That OBRA, a good friend of mine for the Philippines, Novak and Life of Nia, like I said, he's going to help you out. Oh, Novak, if you, I wanted to talk. I was on your live, it was a couple days ago, and anyway, Novak had this terrific live. Now, one of the things I do when I do my regular lives is that a way of rewarding the people that come and support my live and help me out. I do like tribute videos. I'll put a video together, as you'll see on my channel. I've had the trivia winner videos, and now I'm doing like a tribute for the people that come on my live and support me, because I get a lot of people comment in my videos, give me a shout out. Well, bring your butt in my live and you'll be in the tribute video and you'll get your shout out. But any rate, Novak has got this really cool thing he does on his live. He takes your channel logo and puts it right on the screen, and then he'll take your link and put it in there. Especially when he's batting, 20 some people in there, talk about some great exposure and a great way of networking without a doubt. But some of these people come in and he's got the thing full, and these people come in rude, like, oh, hey, put me in. But it gets back to a lot of people are takers. I've seen some people, they'll come, and Novak knows this. They'll come on the live just enough to try to pick up 4 or 5 new subscribers to their channel and, take off without even saying, hey, someone put together a great live. At least let me stick and stay for an hour, and they're helping me out. But, and anyway, I'm just going through the chat here too. I want to pay attention to the people that are here. I got 4 people. So Novak does a great way of exposure for the YouTube channels of putting it up. But what took me back was there's always a few people coming in that are just wanting to take and be just rude as ever. And, one second, I just hit show. Yes, it's true. I just try my best and want to support. Oh yeah, Novak, for sure. Like I'm really good friends with PB the Cool, who comes on your live broadcast. But at any rate, sure enough, there's always a couple people that were coming in and just like, hey, put my channel up. And Novak has a list when he does this on his YouTube channel for his live broadcast, when he puts up his picture, and he'll take your channel picture, put it up, and help you out with the exposure. He calls it, I believe, something like the list. And people just come in real demanding on there. But yeah, I can spot a lot of people that are not genuine, and they're just takers. They're not a giver at all, and somebody who comes on my live and helps supports me, comes on my channel. Believe me, I'm going to return the favor big time. But yeah, it's just like Novak. I don't know if you heard, I mentioned on my last live, I did a video. Let's support each other where we have. Yes, definitely. OBRA. Yeah, definitely. Let me bring up my emoji thing for a thumbs up. Yeah, I definitely come on his lives very often, and great supporter. Let me get I'm getting my emojis here, and then I got a few other things I'll talk about. Where's the thumbs up thing? Oh, here we go. Boom. There we go. You got it. Where was I? Oh yeah. So you have your givers and takers, as well as you really get some just stupid people that come on YouTube. I did a video not too long ago, one of my product reviews on these Battle Vision sunglasses. That's it. I'm wearing my favorite ESPN ones. Long story short, so I the next day I wake up out of bed and I look in the comment section, and some guy had the nerve to post in there like, "Hey, you haven't been on my YouTube channel in a while. If you're not going to come on my channel and watch my videos or comment or something like that." And I still left this comment up. He says, "I'm going to have to dislike all your YouTube videos." So I just reported it for harassment. It's like, you're not going to YouTube. I'm sorry, let me slow down. I reported this guy's comment to YouTube as harassment. One thing is, you're not going to get a damn thing out of me if you threaten me and make a stupid type of comment like that on one of my videos. Novak scrolled up, dropped it. Okay, cool, guys. Yeah, definitely work with each other. But yeah, so this idiot, I talked about it on my last live. Oh yeah, Novak. If you go on my Battle Vision sunglass, it'll say product review, Battle Vision sunglasses, and you go in the comment box, you'll see his comment there. But he left another one in one of my other videos, and I reported to YouTube. Then he tried to comment back and said, "Oh, I'm just joking, bro." No, you're not. YouTube probably put the hammer down on his butt. But at any rate, yeah, if someone comes in and leaves me a nice comment and a like and, watches my video, believe me, I spend a lot of time on YouTube, not just trying to build my channel up, but also being attentive to all my subscribers and people that help support me, when I come their way. But when you get an idiot like that, oh yes, yeah, genuine, definitely. You get an idiot like that, but yeah, YouTube's got them. And I feel a lot of, wow, I got to make you a moderator, Novak, because it keeps like your thing keeps saying show or hide. Give me 1 second. I'm just going to try to make you. Where's the thing? Okay, here we go. Add as moderator. All right, there we go. It kept saying show and hide on your comments, and I don't see nothing wrong with them. Any rate, one thing I noticed too, with the YouTube is a lot of people I feel that don't have success or they have problems with YouTube. I think, and it's like a lot of things in life, it probably bothers them because somebody has to have issues when they're just all they are is a troll and try to do dumb things to other people's YouTube videos and on their lives. And it's like, I kind of value my time. I'm not going to go around trying to, cause problems. I'm not a psychologist, so I can't pinpoint everything, but yeah, basically you get your idiots, that come on YouTube. When I got to fix them on the screen so they get their goods. Oh, you were held in review. Wow, I didn't know that. Was it just that sometimes you get held in review if you drop too many channels, in a short time frame in the chat, Novak? So like if let's say I had 22 people in my chat, just an example, and I start dropping like 12 or 15 links one after another, after another, after another, then they might consider that like false engagement or spamming. If I have time, I'll be back. Oh, okay. All right, Life of Nia. Yeah, this is just totally unplanned. I just wanted to when you drop a lot of links on your comments, it'll be spam if it's not dangerous. Okay, interesting. Okay, so I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, okay, so I don't want to even running my show, I don't want to be dropping too many links. Yeah, that's true. Oh, no problem, Life of Nia. I just did this last minute midnight chat here because I came on live a couple times. Novak, I don't know if you caught the first part, but I had this casino game and I was going to stream it onto my YouTube live and play it with everybody. But I had this Movahi screen recorder and I love it. But for some reason, I kept getting a thing that says Google is not recognizing this app. So then I got that OBS software and that damn thing was messing up my whole live settings. And anyway, I came on once and had it cut off. Then the second time I got in, I was having issues with it. My internet cut out. So I wanted to come on and do a live because I had 4 or 5 of my loyal subscribers and good friends. They came on and probably wondering what in the world's going on. This isn't typically like Ed here or InfoSpot 401 to come on live a couple times and just, knock off. By the way, my name is Ed. My channel name is InfoSpot 411. In some of my videos, I'll say InfoSpot 411 YouTube channel, Ed here, I'll make my name, but yeah, you can call me Ed or InfoSpot, either one. Yeah, so I've taken I've done public speaking before, and one of the things I learned too with the public speaking is that and I apply it doing like videos and YouTube live is the mindset and the perspective. You show up to give, and I'm not there to try to, see if I could take from everybody. And I noticed that with some people when they do their lives, they're just about trying to take everything, as well as some people that, come in. And it's kind of like public speaking. Some of the best public speakers that are with TEDx. TEDx is like one of the premier public speaking organization where the best in the world come. Is they don't go out there like I want a standing ovation. That's my goal. That's my motivation. They've done something, they know something, and they want to, they're going to share it, and they're focused on giving the best speech. So when people say, wow, that was really great, as well as I have this information that I known and done something, and I want to give it to you so you become knowledgeable in what I know and what I'm talking about. And that's where the perspective and the mindset is of some of the world's best public speakers. But what I've learned from this is I pick up quick, and some of the people that do the YouTube lives, and then they're takers just like that, so and me personally, if I've had people, I'll comment and watch some of their videos, and if they just don't come over to my channel that often, I'm not gonna come over there much. It's definitely, my first, how should I say this? My first priority, that's the word I'm looking for. I suggest you edit the title of your live stream to small YouTube support. Midnight chat might be more. Oh, Novak. Okay. Yeah, right now this is just like a last minute thing, I don't do this midnight chat much at all. I usually do like the morning show or the late night show. I just came on for this midnight chat because I had a couple issues when I was going to do a casino night game. I was going to call it casino night. It was going to be like a gaming stream, but then I had some issues with the software and I came on twice and cut off. So I did this midnight chat because Life of Nia and a few others came on and were probably wondering what in the world was going on. But yeah, a title is big, just like a thumbnail. This is just something I did last minute, and so I'm here, I'm talking, I'm having fun. One sec, just if I can get a drink of Werner's. That's what's going on for this one. This isn't like my regular thing, but yeah, that works well. The YouTube support, as well as like probably two of my best lives that I did, and I'm just kind of new at this live. I'm well versed with YouTube, but new at the live. I used to title mine Late Night Networking, and yeah, we were networking, but yeah, I ran trivia on my live at the time, and I went over news topics, so I decided to make the name change to the late night show and the morning show. But I'll keep that in mind. It is a good suggestion. Yeah, definitely. This is something I'm not going to be doing too many more like midnight chats. This was just last minute. I wanted to speak to some people that, were wondering what happened. And when I was trying to do this gaming thing, but any rate, yeah, I'll get some software and do the casino game. I got this really cool casino game, and it's like lifelike slot machines and card tables. When I get more people and you get a good amount of viewers, I'll shout you out and let them. Oh, okay. Thanks, Novak. Yeah, my regular live, I'm going to return. I'm just having a chat, but Novak, my regular live will be back to my regular live will be this Sunday morning from around 10 a.m. my time. I don't know what the 10 a.m. would be your time over. I believe you're in England. But yeah, I'll be doing like a 10 a.m. to 12 p.m. or to 1 p.m. Live. And I got some news stories already in the works lined up. I'm going to have some topics, and then I'm working on a cool game, Novak. I'm going to do a Price is Right game. But what I'm going to do, I don't know if you heard me earlier, is I'm going to get some items in the prices of it. I'm going to put them up, and just like the Price is Right, and there's a couple other things they do. So I thought it'd be something different. I'm going to try that. Yes, thank you. Yeah, this Sunday, definitely. I'll be on, Novak. I was talking earlier, I don't know if you call me Novak, but the problem with the trivia, when I did like a guess what, guess who trivia, and I did another trivia game, elimination, where it's more timed. is that a couple things, people could pull up Google and go search the stuff, but what, oh, okay. Thank you, Novak. Well, finishing this up real quick with the trivia, the problem I had with that, Novak, is that what shows in my chat window shows different in a lot of other people's chat windows. And I saw this from when I was doing it, and when I participated in some other types of trivia games people were doing, when a lot of them are based off of who gets the answer first. And I was doing one, I had the answer first clearly, but I don't know, the lady who was doing the chat kept saying, "Oh, this person is coming in first," but it could be how the internet connection comes in. Now it's just having fun, but I like I said earlier, I like to be fair about it. So that's why I came up with this idea of doing the Price is Right game. And since it's for you, basically what I'm going to do is I thought about it first. I going on Amazon and grabbing items and saying, okay, and let's say I got 12 people in here. Here is a Sony Handycam 4K. Guess the price. Closest one's the winner off Amazon. Well, all it takes is you'll have 4 or 5 people but on Amazon. But I'm going to go to some different websites and get unique items and stuff. And, I'm going to make it a challenge and people have to think and just take a guess, a stab at it. And I'll do it that way. And another fun thing Price is Right did, Novak, was, I don't know if you've seen the show, but you'll get an item and I'll bring up like a price on a car. All right. And they'll give like those 6 digits and they'll have the numbers and then they'll say, okay, here's your number 6. You got to put it. Is the car start off at 6 or is it the second or third number? But yeah, I'm going to do like a Price is Right game and I'm going to make it so I'm going to take any type of cheating that could be done out of it. And I like the game where people have to think and guess, but yeah, I got that in the works in a few days. So I'm going to probably do that along with, the price is 400 pesos. There you go, Twix. You got it. 400 pesos, my man. Yeah. Let me get some Vernors. Anyway, I try to do different things too. So I was thinking of it and I'll get it Sunday, but I think too what works well is when you do the same repetitive thing over and over and over, live after live after live, people kind of start to lose interest. I'm not saying you have to change every time, but like I like to have different things in my life as in my normal lives. This is just a last minute thing I decided to do tonight. But like I go over some interesting news topics. Like I mentioned the Ron Jeremy story. Then I think of different topics. Like my last live, I talked about the Flint water crisis of 2016 because I had friends up there and I had some involvement in it. And I went on that, as well as I try to do something fun with it, mix it up. But like I say, I mentioned, I think it was my first live, whether you're doing videos or lives, the key is good content. Okay. Whether you have a live or you're doing a video is good content. All right. What is good content? Everybody says, oh, you got to have great content. You got to have good content. Oh, the kids? I don't have kids, Twix. I don't have kids, unfortunately. I don't have kids. Any rate, yeah, you'll hear a lot, and even YouTube says a lot. What's good content? Look, I just break it down simply. This is my way of judging good content or not. All right, is interesting. And what I mean by interesting is if you pull people in viewing your videos, a lot of people viewing your videos, people coming on your lives, then you have interesting content because they find something about what you're doing is interesting, and that's good content. I don't give a damn, if your channel is here's a great example. Your channel is a cooking channel. There's a lot of these cooking YouTube channels, and there's some that have got oh shoot, 100,000 plus subscribers. Some are around 20,000, and some of them could barely crack like 200 subscribers. Now there's a number of issues why someone might only have 200 subscribers, let's say in 6 months, in a cooking channel, things they're not doing on YouTube to help build their channel. I don't want to get too far into that, but the thing is, whatever you do, whether it's pranks and it's humor, or it's like how-to stuff, or a cooking channel, or an information channel, kind of like mine, is the focus should be on the good content and having stuff that's interesting. And that'll bring the people back. But a lot of people get too caught up in the matrix of YouTube, too caught up in how many likes am I going to get on my live, on my video, how many subscribers I have. Well, how many subscribers did I get last week? How many subscribers did I get this week? What's my watch time? Let me check my analytics. You start focusing on that stuff, you're missing the picture, man. You're how to say you're missing the ball. You're missing the picture. Because what it needs to be is focus on in up here. Focus on, okay, what should I do next to make a great video? Maybe it might not be the best video I made this year, but what do I do to make another great video? What's working for me? What isn't working for me? Focus on that content. How can I improve my lives? And I'm not perfect. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I'm just shy of 1,000 subscribers, a little bit. Or over 900, but what I'm saying is true. Focus on that content and having good, interesting content, whether your videos, your lives, and seeing what works for you. And it's interesting, and you got to put some time and effort into it. I'm not a big fan of the silent live streams. A lot of people are doing these silent live streams, and it's just a quick grab to get the watch hours. But there's things YouTube does. This is not a brilliant idea with the silent live stream, and you put too much of that crap on your channel, you're going to start turning people away, is when you're starting to grow. You might have that small niche of 5 or 6 people that know you real well and will log on your silent live stream and help you out with watch hours. But the bigger picture is when you want to start to grow down the road, and getting into the thousands of subscribers and trying to pick people up on your channel, and it's filled with all these silent live streams. Yes, it is, Novak. It is. But furthermore, I'm going to get into this aspect. A lot of people don't know about the silent live stream and where they get themselves in big SHIT with YouTube doing this, okay? You put out a bunch of silent live streams, okay? And let's say you meet the objective of 4,000 watch hours and you meet the objective of 1,000 plus subscribers, all right? But you got close to those 4,000 watch hours mostly off of running these silent live streams. And out of all these silent live streams, the vast majority of these silent live streams are the same base, the same people of subscribers tuning into them, okay? Just trying to generate BS watch time, watch hours. What are you trying to do? You're trying to get monetized and make money, okay? Well, there's big money at stake for YouTube with these advertisers. Like take, for example, State Farm Insurance. It's going to be kind of tough when they're generating false views, and when you're going to start getting paid and you're on advertising your channel being monetized, YouTube does a review because see what they've learned in the past is, and they've caught people doing this, is when people were able to get their channel monetized without having to reach these thresholds, they would have a small group of people that would come on and watch their videos and just run all them ads, and do that. So YouTube looks at that, and just because you meet 4,000 you get 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, don't just assume YouTube say, oh, you made it, congratulations. Now they do a little review, and if more than half your stuff, I'll just say a lot of your stuff is these silent live streams, and especially you got the same base tuning into these silent live streams, you're going to pay a price. You're going to pay a price. You might not get monetized. Yes, that's the word. View. Let me take my glass off. View boating. It's dangerous, and I wouldn't recommend anyone do it because people get on their channel. Yes, they'll get their channel terminated. And that's the same thing that YouTube will look into when it comes time to review your channel. Because if you're running all these silent live streams, the same 4 or 5 people, basically you're doing the same thing as that, is, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, is it botting? B-O-T-T-I-N-G? View boating. Well, there's no A in there, so it's view botting. Yeah. You're basically, YouTube does not like it when they find out you're cheating the matrix, and you're playing you're playing these games. I've told some people, instead of doing a live stream, just use a little bit up here. You could, for example, you could do this, all right, where you don't have to get on and talk like me. You could put out a live and say the world's greatest fish tanks. And what you could do is you could take a few days and you could get like 250 pictures of some of the best fish tanks around the world and put it together in a video and loop it and have them tune in. And now you're not silent live stream. You could put some non-copyright music, the world's greatest fish tanks, and stream that, and you have your 6 or 8 people tune in. But even then, you got to be careful doing that, because you keep getting those, you put out that same type of stuff, and it's the same type of things, just like you say, the view is at botting, if I'm saying it correctly, Novak. But YouTube's hit to the script, and, they've been around a while. It's not 2007, and they've only been around 2 years when, people are trying to take advantage of the matrix of YouTube. There was another thing I was just thinking of, 1 second, about the matrix in cheating the YouTube, that they'll catch on to some of these tricks that people try to do in some of this stuff. Yeah, you got to be careful. This is what I'm about to tell you too. Some people think they're slick. I've seen these stuff, they'll call them like a watch party, like, hey, come over here, and it's somebody they know, and run my playlist, come over here and you help me out with watch hours. I got like 700 watch hours on my channel. Run my whole channel. Well, guess what? If someone comes on your channel and you think that you're going to get all this watch time, YouTube's only going to give you, let's say I have, like right now, let's say this live goes an hour or 2 hours, okay? If I have a friend of mine watch it 5 times, they're not going to give me 5 hours of watch time, because if it's the same IP address, as each cell phone, each computer has an IP address. If someone keeps running the same video on your channel or your previous lives to help you out with watch hours over and over and over and over again, and they're doing it from the same computer or cell phone, YouTube's got the automated software. Well, they have, I don't say system, but they have software set up, YouTube does. And when they see it's that same IP address that keeps watching your videos over and over again, the same video, they're only going to give you, if let's say this live, for example, is 1 hour, okay? And I have a friend of mine, I tell him, hey, help me out with watch hours. And he calls me up the next day, says, I watched that hour video 5 times, so you should have 5 watch hours, Ed. Oh, thank you for coming. Hello to you. Thank you very much. Talking a little YouTube here late at night. So, at any rate, so someone thinks they're slick, okay? And they go call up their friend and say, hey, my hour live last night, do me a favor. Go watch that as much as you can on your cell phone. And they call next day. Yeah, I watched your hour live 5 times. I hooked you up 5 watch hours. It's really important to remember, so you stay on the safe side. Yes, it is, Novak. Yes, it is. Yeah, and I'm explaining just something to a lot of people. They're not aware of this, because I've heard these on other lives. Not yours, where they called it watch parties or, help out. But if someone watches your video 5 times in a row, let's say, oh, thanks for coming, coach. Thanks for coming. So let's back to my story here, guys. If you have a copyright video, I highly recommend you edit or replace the copyright audio. Oh yes, yeah, that's true, Novak. I'll get into that too. So anyway, I've seen this on some other lives, and people talk, think they're slick, like, oh, I'm gonna hit so and so's channel up, watch party. If someone watches my stuff on my channel, okay, they're only going to give me, let's say it's an hour live, they're only going to give me 1 hour. They can watch it 5 times, but the YouTube only give it 1 hour, because what they'll pick up on is 2 things. And sometimes they'll take watch hours away from you. If it's the same channel, you're logged into any computer or cell phone into that channel, and you're coming on, let's say mine, they're only going to give me the watch time for 1 time when you watch it. You can watch it 50 times in a row. They only give me that 1 hour watch time. The other thing is with the IP address. If they pick up, let's say that you got, 400 watch hours, and it's the same video being played off that same IP address, they're only going to give you that 1 time a watch hour. So if it's a 1 hour video, but some people will try to pull that and think they're slick, and, call up a friend or somebody they know and say, hey, go hit my YouTube channel up and just, keep running my channel over and over again. And that'll run up my watch hours, and they're hip to the script. Now, if someone has, let's say, a different computer and it's on a different IP address, then they can help you out with an additional watch hour or 2 watch hours with your stuff. But YouTube is hip to the script, though. A lot of these tricks people think they pull, and it doesn't work out. Let me check the chat here. I see Novak has one, guys. If you have a copyright, yeah, that's true, Novak. On that, with copyright, you want to be very careful with that. I even had problems before. I had one video I did, and I had to edit the thing out, the music out. It was some music I had from a Mexican restaurant, believe it or not. I kid you not. And it had a nice little beat, but the damn thing was copyrighted. Now, it wasn't a strike. It said copyright type claim or whatever. Delete the. So I took the video and I just muted the whole damn thing. But I already have like 4 or 5 songs that saved in my computer that I definitely know are non-copyright, and I won't have any issues with. As well as there's the YouTube library, and there's another website. There's a few different websites where you can get the non-copyright music from, and go ahead and use that, because you run yourself into trouble doing that. And it makes me think of something else too, Novak, real quick. A couple other tricks people tried pulling on YouTube, and they're not having it, is some people, for example, will say, wow, I'm not getting a lot of subscribers and watch hours, and they'll come up with this brain scheme idea. And YouTube will come down on you for this. They'll say, what I'll do is I'll do like funny moments from the Seinfeld show. And they'll put a video together and they'll piece it together so it doesn't get hit, with copyright strike. And they'll try to bring in a lot, and that video might blow up, let's say, and get 100,000 hits in a matter of a month. Okay. Funny moments from the Seinfeld show. Now, the Seinfeld show is property of NBC or Sony Pictures or somebody. Okay. I'm just using this as an example. So YouTube, when it comes time to get your channel reviewed to be monetized, they look at your channel, say, okay, you got the threshold of 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers. But then they look at it, and 3/4 of your watch hours and the vast majority of your subscribers came from using copyright material. And what was it? It was a video you did, the funniest moments from the Jerry Seinfeld show. And sometimes you can use the stuff on your channel and it'll just say copyright claim. And what that means is advertising will come on that video And let's say that's the property of NBC, for example. Okay. NBC will take all that advertising money off that video if it starts to really get popular off YouTube. But then somebody might not care. Be like, okay, my objective is picking up subscribers off of this and getting watch hours. Let NBC, who owns the copyrights to this and it's allowed to be on my channel, take that money. Well, guess what? When YouTube does a review on your channel and they see that, you know, you've got, let's say, 83 videos and 80% of your of your watch hours come from that Jerry Seinfeld video you used that's a copyright material, as well as a lot of your subscribers came off of that subscribed you from that Jerry Seinfeld funny moments video you did, you ain't getting monetized. They're hip to that script too. A lot of people tried pulling that trick and using something copyright, whether it was, video or music or both, and they put that video out and it blows up for their channel. But then when YouTube does a review, so that's another trick people have tried to do. And I'll tell you another one that YouTube is cracked down on, and I don't see as often anymore, but I used to see it a lot, like around 2014, 15, and prior. I got to wet the whistle. Sorry about that, guys. Anyway, here's an example I'll give you. I like the old Friday the 13th movies. And I think it was Jason Takes Manhattan or one of these Friday the 13th movies I didn't see. So I went on YouTube. Oh, wait. Yes, that's why I'm an extra careful with copyright. Oh, yeah, Novak, for sure. But I'll tell you this trick people used to do. And that's part of the reason they put these thresholds and they review the channels. It was kind of smart at the time. But like I say, when you try to do these tricks in beating and cheating the matrix of YouTube, they're onto that. This one used to go on. Okay. Anyway, I like those old Friday the 13th movies. So I went on YouTube and I looked up Friday the 13th. Maybe the video's still on there. Jason Takes Manhattan, I think it was. It was a really corny movie. Any rate, it's the property of Paramount Pictures. Now, I don't know if Paramount's its own company now or it's owned by someone else. But at any rate, what they did is you watched they had it on their channel, the whole movie. But they couldn't take the movie for the full picture in the frame because they knew the YouTube system would pick it up and say copyright strike or copyright claim. You can't show that whole movie on there because now you're digging into Paramount Pictures' pocket. You know, that's something that they want people to pay for on Amazon Prime or Netflix or go buy the Blu-ray or DVD and make money off these movies they got. So long story short, what they would do is they would shorten the picture up about a quarter of the size of like right here. Think of like a quarter of the size. Let me get my pen. I got to go the opposite direction. Like here and down. But basically like a quarter square. I can't do it here. But anyway, it'll be a quarter of the square of this picture here. And they center it in the middle. And then what they do around the picture is they have like graphics going, and it might be like stars or might be some lines that go like this all around the picture. But in the center is the actual Friday the 13th movie that was playing. And they do this for a lot of different movies. But the video will have some crazy amount, like 250 views, and they'll have like 40 some thousand comments on the thing, in a matter of 3 months to a year. So YouTube was picking up on this stuff. And then on top of that, what they did back in the day before the threshold standards of 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, you used to be able to monetize anytime you wanted. So they would put those videos out and then they would run it with like 6-8 ads in this freaking video. Oh, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Talking some YouTube right now. So anyway, Novak and others. So they would take the movie and put it in the video, and they put like, let's say like stars that would be coming this way. It'd be all around the video, and the video's in the middle. It's about a quarter the size of the screen. And what they would do is they would load that video up with boatloads of ads, but they'd still got a lot of people that would tune in and watch it with those ads because it's free. Well, YouTube, that's one of the reasons YouTube put forth these standards of the 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers, in making sure you have a legit channel, because that's Google AdSense is paying for that, is shelling out, money. And two, that's a big time copyright infringement. And so yeah, YouTube is I haven't seen too many of these videos anymore like I did back in the day. So they probably have gotten better systems that are picking up on it. But that was a trick that a lot of people used to do on YouTube back in the day. Oh, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. We are networking here. So if you see somebody you don't know, go ahead and click on their channel, subscribe to their channel, make sure you watch at least one video and drop a like and a comment. That's genuine networking. So thank you for coming. Yes, very much. So if you see somebody you don't know here in the chat, connect with them, because we are networking, trying to help each other's channels out for sure. No sub for sub. We're genuine networking here tonight. I'm just right now doing a late night, midnight chat, and we're talking some YouTube right now. So people, back to my point is, yeah, a lot of people back in the day, I say back in the day, like 5-6 years ago, I used to see it, is what was I going to say? Yeah, they used to cheat the system with YouTube, and they would take a movie that's definite copyright infringement, that's the property of Sony Pictures or Paramount Pictures, and they would put it on their channel, and then they would do it for a few different reasons. One, if they were monetized, they would pick up a bunch of monetization money and load it up with ads, or they would do it to pick up a ton of subscribers and watch hours and deliberately do this type of stuff. And they knew what they were doing, because they were cheating the matrix. I'm just moving around here, getting a little stiff. They cheat the matrix, the system of YouTube, doing this. But yeah, YouTube is caught up with that. I don't see it as often anymore. But yeah, when they, people try their little tricks and games, and YouTube's been on that, for that. But yeah, that's a lot of, some of this stuff I'm talking about is not the only reason, but they're part of the reason that, yeah, YouTube changed these policies where you got to have the 4,000 watch hours and 1,000 subscribers to get monetized, because of some of this type of stuff that went on. Who we got? Yeah, if any of you guys aren't connected with OBRA, go ahead. He's a moderator here, and well as oh, thank you, Novak. I'm sorry, I didn't see shared your live. I appreciate that, Novak, very much. I was caught up talking, and I'm catching up here on the chat now. Yeah, okay, cool. Thanks for coming, yeah. But definitely network with each other. Yeah, but that's some of the stuff that went on, and that's why they put those, when I went over the community guidelines, and YouTube has their own channel with these videos, is when they do a review on the channel. So when you want to go to get monetized, you want to try to stay away from doing copyright, and it's not a great idea. But that's just one reason to do all these silent live streams. A lot of people do this, and they, it's in the long run, it's not going to help your channel. So I rather get less watch hours per week and have people that come on my channel and say, hey, you know what? My name is Ed, but InfoSpot 401 YouTube channel, and Ed, he always does a decent live. Might not be the best live every time, but he's talking about something interesting, or he's doing something interesting. His channel isn't filled with a bunch of this silent live stream garbage. Oh, great. Yeah, definitely a check with OBRA. OB OBRA, I'll just OB if I can there, is a good friend of mine from the Philippines. You want to network and build your channel up, boy. He will help you. And as well as Novak. Novak's a good friend of mine from England. And I believe you're in England, aren't you? No, if I'm not mistaken, Novak. And both genuine YouTubers. So I see I got 4 people in here. Connect with each other, network with each other. I'm just kind of, talking, shooting the breeze. Anyway, I mainly came on here because I had a few of my good friends. I was working with this OBS software trying to do a game earlier, and I came on live twice and I had to cut it. One was because my internet all of a sudden took a dump on me the second time, and the first time I was just trying. Oh, I'm originally from Greece, but I live in the Middle East. Oh, you live in the Middle East, Novak. I'm sorry. I thought you were in England. Okay. Interesting. So anyway, yeah, I got to get some better. I got to, not better, but I got to look into some different software programs, and I'll do my casino game one night, for fun, and get that going. As well as I do have one good software program, Movaii. I use the screen recording, and the thing is easy to work with, and it's great. But for some odd reason, Google's not letting me share or connect with it. So I'll call Movaii and see if I can contact someone at Google on that, find out what's going on. As you bring that up, being in the Middle East, Novak, I'm in America, as you know, and I'm in Michigan, but where I went to high school and grew up, I have a lot of friends that are Chaldean Christian Arabs from over in Iraq. I'm not sure where in what country in the Middle East you're from. There's a lot of differences, not just Muslim and Christian, but whether it's Yemen or Jordan or Saudi Arabia, Kuwait, Iraq, Iran, all that over there. Oh, Jordan. Okay. You're Jordan, Novak. I did watch a video. It was in the news in a video, and I didn't get into all the details on it, but wow, wasn't that Beirut? They had a big bomb go off over there. It just hit a lot of buildings. It almost looked like one of these like Air Force jets came in and dropped a big bomb. Terrible. I saw that over there. Okay, yeah, Jordan, Jordan is right there with Iraq, and then one side I believe is Israel. The countries in between, like Iraq and Israel. I don't know if your southern part borders Saudi Arabia, over there. Yep, they were. Okay, wow, yeah. That was, if I'm not mistaken, Novak, was that. Oh, okay, all right. I'm pretty good with my political science and social science, and broaden my horizons around the world with different things, learning history and stuff about other countries, than just my own. Um, was that, I believe, I just saw the news clip. Was that Beirut in Lebanon where the bomb went off, if I'm not mistaken, Novak? It was just, wow, just something tragic, when I saw that. Oh, thanks, Novak. Yeah. I believe Jordan was, oh gosh, it was America 1990 and 91. We had the Persian Gulf War, and Jordan was one of our allies. But what was unique about this situation, so I'll talk, well, this is not so much politics. I'm just talking kind of history. But at the time, it was Saddam Hussein was the leader of Iraq, and he had a long war with Iran. I believe was up till 88 or 89. They had the Iran and Iraq war. And anyway, Saddam Hussein and Iraq were in big debt to the country of Kuwait. And they went back and forth, Iraq and Kuwait, and they said, okay, it was Beirut. Okay. Oh, thanks. I'm glad you enjoyed the conversation. I'm going to give you a little info about the Iraq war and Jordan was an ally of our country at the time. Any rate, so this, I'm talking 1990, 91. This, they referred to this as the Persian Gulf War, not this nonsense with former President Bush and going in there. So at any rate, Saddam Hussein came into Kuwait, a small country right next to Iraq and Saudi Arabia, very oil rich and on the water. And he took it over and he started grabbing all the gold and everything he could get out of Kuwait, because he owed him so much money in debt. Well, the problem was he was a major threat to Saudi Arabia. And when George Bush in America got involved, Saudi Arabia said, hey, we need help over here. This is a major threat to our country and the world's oil supply. You know, if Saddam Hussein comes in here and decides to take us over if nothing's done. So then they called it Desert Shield. And they brought in all the U.S. forces with the coalition. And it was something just amazing in the sense that the coalition during this Persian Gulf War not only consisted of like the United States and Saudi Arabia and England, Australia, the usual big powers, but we had Jordan, Syria was part of the coalition, and there was a French Foreign Legion, but it was a record coalition that was put together to get Saddam Hussein out of Kuwait because he was a threat to Saudi Arabia in the Middle East. You know, if he wasn't stopped at that time. And then they went on the first part of that war after the sanctions and fell through. I don't know. I don't say sanctions, but they gave him a UN sanctions. Yes. They gave him till, I think it was January 15th or 14th of 1991 to get out of Kuwait. And he didn't. And they went ahead and it was like 2.5 weeks, I think, or close to a month. All they did was bomb everything in Iraq, every position, took out communications and everything. And finally, when the coalition troops, the United States and all the coalition came into Kuwait and southern Iraq, they had flags up because Saddam couldn't get food and supplies to them and they couldn't surrender fast enough. But what was smart, this was President Bush Sr., okay, not Jr. Saddam Hussein signed a UN United Nations treaty and he had a no-fly zone area near Kuwait, and there were some other restrictions on him. And he had his people sign the surrender, and that was back in 91. And we didn't get ourselves into the mess we did years later, taking them out and fractioning that country. But I'm just bringing up what was interesting that you're from Jordan. Jordan was an ally of us in Syria, of the whole the coalition during this Persian Gulf War, and why it happened, and what happened with that. But yeah, it was interesting there. And then it was too in Jordan. I watched another documentary Saddam Hussein's dead now, but one of his brothers defected and he went to Jordan. Saddam Hussein had one of his brothers that defected and went to Jordan. And they told him, don't go back to Iraq. They're going to get you and going to kill you. And they said, no, Saddam Hussein and his people, come on back. And then sure enough, they killed him. I think it was his brother-in-law, because his two brothers were killed years later too. His two sons, Uday and Qusay, they were Saddam Hussein's sons, were killed later when George Bush, the junior, the other Bush was, president. But yeah, anyway, it was interesting. But yeah, it's sad what happened in Beirut there. I saw that bomb. I said, oh my goodness. It's one sec. That burner tastes good. Any rate, I try not to get too much into politics and religion because it can get a few different reasons for me. it can get very confrontational, and you'll piss people off. For me, I'm one person, myself as a person, I never take it any personal when someone has a big difference of mind when it comes to politics. I just, hey, they got a right to, believe this way and have this opinion. But a lot of people aren't, don't take it that way. And then two, right now in America, I just so burnt out with, oh, thank you, Novak. Thank you. I appreciate that. In America, I am just so burnt out with our news media and Associated Press. It's like, okay, I get it that there's a lot about this coronavirus. We're all suffering through this, and I get that, but it's like every time I turn on the freaking news, whether it's a major news channel like Fox News or CNN, or it's the news on my local channel through NBC, ABC, it's two freaking things. I said freaking now. It's either stuff about President Donald Trump or it's this coronavirus. And it's like I had enough. And I enjoy coming on YouTube to get away and escape from hearing all of the negativity and the talk about President Trump nonstop and the coronavirus. Religion itself too, that's a lot of it's faith and belief in its opinion. So I don't want to get into that. My thing is, I guess if like someone's YouTube channel, if your YouTube channel is strictly politics, like there's some big ones like the Young Turks, the TYT, and they're huge. They're in the millions. A YouTube channel that do politics, and then there was it on the conservative side, like Steven Crowder is one. Then that's different, okay? But you put yourself in a box. You better be good at your craft. If you get into the politics, a lot of times you stay with that niche. But each is to their own. There's nothing wrong with it. But I just have my reasons, and that's one of my big reasons why I stay off the mostly the politics, because it's just I come on YouTube to get away from the news and the Associated Press, and I'm just inundated with the stuff, and I just grow numb to it. And it's like a lot of times you don't resolve crap, but yeah, I come on here to get away with it, and it's just not my niche. I'm pretty well versed with political. I've always liked political science and social science, history and politics and different things that go on around the world. Drinking my Vernors. Oh, hello. Thanks for coming. Oh, okay. Thank you for coming from Novak. Yeah. I'm just having a midnight chat and talking about different things. I was just talking about the Persian Gulf War, Iran-Iraq War, and a little bit about me on YouTube, my reasoning why I don't get too much into the politics, and put my I come on YouTube to get away from it. Yes, hello to you as well. Let me give you a big thumbs up here, and boom. If you're not connected with OBRA, go ahead and click on his channel or his link. He like Novak, really great when he does his lives and stuff. Wait, Novak, when will I go live from now? Gaming, welcome, friend. Thank you. Yeah. Thanks for coming. Most definitely. Well, like over in the show. Oh, okay. Well, thank you. Wow, I don't know why all the messages keep going show or hide. Okay, thanks. Yeah, thank you. I was trying to talk, but for some reason the chat, your messages keep coming up show or hide, but I don't see no issues with them. That's odd. But yeah, like over in the Philippines, OBRA, we were great allies in World War II. The Japanese came in there and had the this is something worth reading about, by the way. If you guys don't know, maybe OBRA knows about this. I'm sure he does, being in the Philippines. But in the Second World War, the U.S. Marines first got beat when the Japanese came on that island, and they had the infamous Bataan Death. I believe it was called the Bataan Death March. They marched a miles with no food and water and put them in a prison camp. And it took MacArthur to come back into the Philippines. I think it was about a year later or 6 months later before he came in and freedom. Yes, they are. I was just speaking about the history of the Second World War in the Philippines, when the United States and the Filipinos, we were great allies in getting Japan out of the Philippines, along with Australia. But the U.S. Yeah, is it Bataan? Yeah, Bataan. If I'm saying it correctly, the Bataan Death March. Yeah. Yeah, they marched them for miles and miles with like next to no food and water. A lot of them. And the thing was, the Japanese at that time, they were so fanatical. If you fell out of this march, they would beat you to death. And if you didn't get beat to death, you were laid there to die. Until you marched and got to this prison camp, if you made it. I mean, it was almost as bad as what happened to the Jewish people with the Holocaust camps. It was pretty damn close. But MacArthur, if I'm not mistaken, he fled to Australia. He had to go until they were able to regroup. And in the Filipinos, and I hope I'm saying this correctly, but the Filipino people, the American troops, Australia, they had to come into the Philippines, and then they ended up getting Japan out of there from conquering, all the islands and whatnot. Yep. But as of the reason I bring this up too, as of still today, the U.S. military is still over in the Philippines since the Second World War. The Navy has a port there. I had a couple friends of mine that were United States Marines. One of them I worked with, and I still work with now, and he was stationed over in the Philippines. But the U.S. Marines and the Navy, they're over there. My friend went to beautiful city, Manila. I believe that's their capital city, if I'm not mistaken. A beautiful city over there in the Philippines. Yep. But yeah, and then Novak is over in Jordan. Yep. But yeah, I come on here to, get away from that. Oh, stretch out a little bit. Let me check the chat here. Does anybody have any questions or anything about me or my channel or anything like that they might want to say? This is just a midnight chat. We're just talking, having some fun here, Yes, it's in Bataan, everybody. Yeah, everybody's welcome in Philippines. Oh, for sure. Beautiful place. Now, there are some, and you would know, there's a few spots in the Philippines, too. You got to be careful. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that. Yeah, I love history. There are a few spots, but, that goes anywhere. What are your plans for your channel when you get noticed? Right now, Novak, my plans for my channel, like when I get noticed, like when I get monetized, and I'm, I'm working towards that, is to just better my content. I'm going to improve my lives as well as my videos. I'm working on a video, by the way, but it's so far in the lives people probably won't watch it. So even if you hear me and you want to do this yourself, knock yourself out. I've been working on a video the past couple of weeks, and it might take me a while to finish it, but when it's done, I think it'll be something great. I'm going to do a video on bad drivers, and I've been filming, put my camera in my car, and a lot of times people don't even notice it, but I'm catching distracted drivers, aggressive drivers, as well as just stupid drivers. And I see like a lot of those car crash videos too, Al, but I want to try to do one like that. But I'm always thinking of is a YouTube creator of different ideas and things that people would like, and putting out that good content. Now, some stuff I do a lot, like I do a lot of product reviews, and I do some drink reviews. I just uploaded one yesterday, you know, from time to time. But there are different things that I review the products and I have fun with, but I don't want to be that one dimensional. Like I did the car dealership browsing videos, which was different. But answering your question, Novak, that's my goal, and where I want to go is, yeah, I want to make money off YouTube. That's not my, you know, top priority per se. Yeah, we all want to, you know, make some money off this. And we make a lot of sacrifices even to get to that point. Time is money, and we do give up a lot of time as a YouTube creator on here. But yeah, that's my thing is to have great content and a good channel that someone's going to come in there and say, you know what, that InfoSpot 401, not just a friend of mine, but he's got some cool stuff to watch. So that is to better myself as a YouTube creator, you know, and my videos and my lives, what I do. But that will be my goal, because all the good stuff, you know, the money that comes off of monetization, as well as getting the notoriety and all that'll come when you put out, you know, you focus on doing good content, you know, with your channel. But like I was kind of talking earlier, you know, you get into that, just your focus is beating the matrix and just trying to pick up the watch hours and the subscribers. Over the long run, I don't think you're going to go too damn far. You know, just like I saw when you did your live, Novak, and some of these idiots, not a lot, there were a few that came in, you know, and it was clearly there. It said the list is full. I'm not going to get into everything about this list and what Novak did in his live. Go on his channel, check him out. You'll find out. But these idiots come in there. Oh, put me on the list and do this for me and do that for me, Novak. Like, you know, get lost. What are you doing? You know, but yeah, you know, you deal with the people like that. It just, what are you going to do? But yeah, that'd be my goal. Oh, I got something else. I'm sorry. Yeah, brother, life is hard and it's true, time is money. I just wish the world would be a better place. I was trying my best not to rage. Yes, yeah, you are. Yeah, you know, life is hard. Yeah, you know, you're gonna get those, you're gonna get kicked in the butt, and it's just how you respond and come back. Oh, hello to you. Thank you for coming. Thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much for coming. But here's a point I'll make, Novak, as you brought this up too, and then you guys can also, you know, listen to this. There's exceptions to everything, okay? But in general, I think what some people don't realize, be like, wow, and my name's Ed. I'll just mention that, some of you people in here be like, wow, Ed's doing really great on his YouTube. Let's talk like 2 years from now. Ed's doing really great on his YouTube channel. He's almost near 10,000 subscribers, and I could see he's making buku money off all them videos and views. Well, but people don't realize. Yes. Oh, thank you, Novak. Yeah, thank you very much. But what people don't realize a lot is a YouTube creator, there's a lot that we put into this, you know, from a lot of it, our time, you know, from doing a video to doing these lives, you know, doing a live broadcast and doing videos. We sacrifice a lot of our time. We don't get squat for it. Usually at minimum the first year, what we put into YouTube, you know, what we have to do before we even get monetized. Now there's other ways of making money too. I'll talk about that in a little bit. What the hell, I've talked about it before. Like, you know, some people look at that, but then they don't realize, okay, I just posted 70 odd some videos and live streams and a year's worth of work and time I put into it. Yes, a lot of sacrifices. Exactly. A lot of sacrifices. You know, you had to put a lot into this, you know, to build up those many subscribers, that come in there and help you out with advertisement money or making money doing affiliate marketing or selling merchandise. Just the number of ways you make money on YouTube, as well as, you know, there's a lot of times, sometimes just doing a stinking 5-minute video, from in the wintertime when I would drive out to my friend's house to shoot a video, bring in my tripod, my lighting, my camera, and as well as I just don't sit down and take this notepad in 15 minutes, say, you know what, I'm going to do a video on this. I'll mention that in my live. Okay, good to go. Let me go watch a movie and go do something. I got to do a lot of thinking and research sometimes, meaning like going on different websites and finding stuff to talk about. But there's a lot, like you say, Novak, there's a lot of sacrifices and there's a lot that a time we put into to get to where we want to go, but some people will view that and be like, oh, wow, that's just an easy thing to do well and on YouTube, make money, just talking and doing lives or, shooting video. No, it don't work like that. As a matter of fact, there's a lot of people that come in YouTube and think they're just going to do this and their channels just disappear, meaning that they either shut down their channel or they have nothing to do with it no more because they get frustrated. They only have 100 some odd subscribers. And, oh, thank you. Thank you. Yeah. Someone comes on here, thinks they're just going to, set the world on fire, and they put little effort into it and they get frustrated after a month or so that I've only gone this far and I expect it to be way up here, and it doesn't always come that easy. Even doing a live a lot of times, like when I do the morning show and late show or my typical lives, I'll do one this Sunday, go do what I do. Go find some topics and stuff to talk about and sit in front of a camera, not to say that you got to do the same exact thing, but like you say, these sacrifices, we put a lot into our YouTube channels and as YouTube creators to get to that, how should I say, that peak or that spot where we do well as far as making money. We've built our channel up, so yeah, some people look at it and be like, but they don't know, there's a lot that goes into it. And then some people find out the hard way. They think they're just going to come on here and like, oh, this thing's easy. You just click on the go live button. You sit there and talk your ass off. And, I know someone made a bunch of money until they get into it and they upload some videos and no one's watching it. Yeah. 1 second. Oh, thank you, Novak. Yeah, thank you. Like I say, this was a last minute stream that I decided to do at the last minute, and it was because I came on twice and I had to cut it off because I was doing some experimenting with a software program. So that's why I just called it Midnight Chat. I appreciate that. Something else that comes to my mind real quick. Verner's, gosh, I'm having a brain lapse. It's getting late at night, but with the YouTube, gosh, I'll think of it in just a second here. We're about to talk. I had something on you think it ever happened to you? Think of something, it's like you get distracted for 5 seconds, like, damn, what was I thinking about? It's something with YouTube. Gosh, I forget where I was at. Agree host. Oh, thanks. I appreciate that. I appreciate that with the 2 thumbs up for the host there. But yeah, just finishing this up. Yeah, we do make a lot of sacrifices, and you got to put some time and effort into it. Yes, thank you, Novak. It was something to do with the YouTube and the money and the people, but yeah, we put a lot of time and effort into it, and nothing comes easy. Sometimes some people do real well with the YouTube, and some others fail. But I think a lot of people that don't have some success in building up subscribers and doing stuff on YouTube, a lot of it, I think, is they don't want to put that effort and that time into it. And it's not always just effort in the sense where I hate when I hear this, like, oh, the main thing you got to do, you got to upload a video every day. Got to upload a video every day. That's the stupidest damn thing I hear. This upload a freaking video every day. Now, listen, that's fine if you upload a video every day, if it's good content and you're putting something out. But to just put out garbage and someone telling you that's the trick, just to upload every day. No, the trick is, to me, whether you upload every day or you upload once a week, is put out something good. If they do it the right way, it means the genuine way. Yes, exactly, Novak. So this isn't the magic pill. Isn't upload a video every day. Like, if I don't have something to upload, I'm not going to put some garbage on my channel just so I can have something to upload. I don't want people coming on my channel and be like, oh, what's this? Oh, something that's junk, and people get turned off. And you do that too often. And when you do have something good to put up on your channel, whether it's a live or it's a video, it ain't going to bother. It's one thing. This is where people, I laugh too. Oh, this is what I wanted to talk about. I mentioned this before, when a little earlier too, when people get caught up with these freaking likes and views, okay? And they're so wrapped around, I got so many likes for my video. It's so many views. All right. Focus on the content and doing something good. A lot of times these likes don't, and let me get this straight first though. I appreciate everybody who likes my live and likes my videos. Don't mistake me for that. But people have the wrong approach as far as where you want to be and what the mindset you need doing YouTube. Like I say again and again, is focusing on doing good content and putting out good stuff on YouTube, and not getting yourself wrapped up in this garbage, like likes and just getting how many views. Oh, exactly. Exactly, Novak. See, here's another thing too with views. Why don't get wrapped up in this stuff with the views and focus on putting out something good. What the hell is a view if someone only catches your video a minute and a half and you got let's say a 35-minute video and they're only watching a minute and a half of it? If you got, let's say you get 200 some views on that video because you got a hell of a lot of subscribers, but out of that 200, about 150 of them people only watching maybe 2 minutes of a half-hour video you did. That's not helping you out much, not much at all. So stay with that content. And then, like, getting back to that, this is my own personal opinion, but that mindset, like I say, of being a giver and not a taker, and it'll help you succeed. Here's a big mistake I see with people doing YouTube lives. Let me get one more sip of Verner's. I'll come on someone's YouTube live, okay? And what's the first thing they say? Rather than like me coming over and saying, oh, hello, Novak, and hello for coming to my live. Thank you. I appreciate it. Do you hear me say once, oh, I see you made it to my live. Make sure you like it. Give me that like. Give me that thumbs up. Give me that like. Give me that thumbs up. I've mentioned this not 1,000 times, a number of times. I want to earn your like. And that's the attitude I have. Oh, I love uploading videos, even if they don't get views. I see YouTube is in storage memory space, so you can. Yes, exactly. That's another great thing with YouTube, Novak. Certainly, yes. But when people are doing this like, oh, make sure you like my live stream, like up my live, and that's the first thing that comes out their mouth when someone comes in here. I'm like, there's so many other lives going on and other things I could watch on YouTube. This is how I want to be greeted? No, I want to be greeted and appreciated. I don't expect you to shine my shoes. Don't get me wrong. But, coming in there and the first thing you got to do is, oh, like up my life, like up my life. No, why don't you spend your time focusing on doing something productive and good? I don't care what the hell you're talking about or if you're doing a video game. Oh, thanks for coming, Rush Comedy. Good to see you. We're talking some YouTube, just having a midnight chat right now over where I am. Saying like my life is so stupid, basically make them run and see the host as a YouTube with benefits. Yes, it does. I agree with you, Novak. Yes. And thanks again, Rush Comedy, for coming. We're just talking some YouTube and I'm having a little midnight chat. So anyway, when OBRA, thank you. When people do this, and I see it so often, the first be like, for an example, okay, this isn't me talking, I'm just using an example. Oh, Rush Comedy, I see you're here. Make sure you give me a like. Did you give me a like? Did you give me a like? No. You don't do that. You greet someone, you tell them thank you, and you let them know, hey, I appreciate you coming, support my channel, my live, and then boom, you get on with what the hell you got to talk about or whatever you're doing on your live. You go ahead and do that. That's the way to go about it. It's such a turn off, and it's thank you for coming. Was it REFA history? Thanks for coming. Thank you very much. I'm going to do this here for you. I'm going to give you guys all a big thumbs up. Real quick, we are networking tonight. I'm just having a midnight chat. So if you see somebody in here you don't know, not just do me a favor, but do your channel a favor. Check out their channel. Watch at least one of their videos, drop a like and a comment, and they will return the favor. We're also doing genuine networking tonight. Novak and OBRA, a couple great YouTubers that will help out your channel. I'm telling you. Okay, Novak. All right. Yeah. Anyway, back to that, my little rant here. But having the right attitude and mindset, and to me, that kind of shows when I watch, like I say, I learned from, public speaking, that shows who's a giver and who's a taker. When you have someone who's greeting people when they do a live with thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up, well, just like I do when I do my videos. Some of you guys, if you watch my videos, oh, have a good day on Works By. Oh, okay. All right. Yeah. Thank you for coming. I do appreciate you stopping by. Okay. You have a great day as well. RAFA history. You have a wonderful day as well. I appreciate you stopping by. Anyway, yes, that's where I was. When it comes to the givers and the takers, that's a big spot I pick up on somebody who is a definite sign of a taker, because you see what they're focused on is themselves. They're focused. It shows right then and there that they're so focused on themselves. Oh, okay. Yes, bro. It's after 2 here in Jamaica. I'm 3:41 here where I am in Detroit. And thanks for coming, Rush Comedy. I'll make sure I hit your channel up too. It's been a while since I've been over there. But getting back to my point, that's a big sign that they're a taker, and they're not a giver or a genuine person. Forget the term YouTube, that they're not a genuine person much. They're only seeking is the likes and the watch hours. Those are the traits of a taker there. When the first thing they do is hit you and say, oh, like up my live. Oh, yeah, yeah. Oh, who are you coming in here? Make sure you like up my live. Yeah, Novak. Yeah, yeah, it's true. And that's the sign there, you know. And like I've seen, you know, some people when they do the lives, you could pick up on different things where they're just, you could see that they're just, you know, solely a taker. And it goes both ways too. You know, like when I was on your live, I'm kind of sitting back watching, not so much any criticism at all against you, Novak. I'm referring now to some of the people that were coming in the chat, you know, like that's considered a spam thing when you come in a chat and you drop your link 4 or 5, 6 times. Another thing was this, the person that came in there said, "Oh, yeah, Rush Comedy, check out Novak for sure, and OBRA. Yeah, Novak's over in Middle East and OBRA from the Philippines. It's a great way to network. Oh yes, definitely." So anyway, yeah, when they came in, what was the first thing they were doing? Oh, are you going to do this for me? Are you going to put me on the list in my channel there? You know what that basically told me when I was thinking up here, Novak, when that happened? I'm just using this as an example. But I said, this person is a straight up taker, man. Because the minute if they don't, if Novak wasn't say, hey, I'll help you out and get you on the list, they would have left. They just would have left alive, you know. So yeah, I pick up on that, you know. But I think in the long term, if you're just strictly on YouTube, you know, chasing the dollars, and that's your only incentive and your motive, and you do stuff like cheating the matrix, and you're pulling out these things being a taker, overall it's going to hurt you in the long run. You got to enjoy what you do. I don't give a damn if you're doing just vlogs all the time, or you're doing videos. You got to enjoy what you do with it. Oh, okay. Yes. All right, cool. YouTube is not sending out notifications to me. We are a family for 2 months now. Yeah, that's odd. That's odd, Rush. Huh. Now, I did do this live at the last minute. Yeah, definitely, Novak. Yeah. Because it was something like when you do your live, you know, you're doing something like, hey, you're coming in there, helping me out. I'm going to do something. I'm going to put this list and this video together, and I'm going to help you out. But yeah, I could pick up on people that are just like that. And now that I said that, remember earlier, Novak, I was scratching my head. I said, you know, I had something to talk about YouTube when I forgot. I just remembered. How about that? They have a deal on YouTube where some of you might know. Let me just move this table. My legs getting stiff. Any rate, if you hit 1,000 subscribers, they have a feature on YouTube called the community tab that you can get on your channel. I've seen, you know, people have it. So like if people come in my live, not only can I do a tribute video or do, you know, like what Novak does and puts their channel thing up on the screen here, is exposure and helping them out. But they have a community tab. So I could take like Rush Comedy. I have a community tab, and I could put it in there. And not only that, but like if I have a live coming up, like I'm going to do one, my next live will be Sunday morning. I'm going to do a morning show. I got a lot of cool stuff I'm going to get into and get back into my normal groove. But at any rate, oh, okay. Thanks, Novak. So, the community tab also allows you to do a post, which is basically just, I've seen this on YouTube where it's just a picture and somebody will put like a statement out, or you could as well as is something. It's basically sometimes it could be a joke, but it's more informative. So I could put up the morning show will return again this Sunday. Was it August 9th? Because yeah, the 8th is Saturday. Yeah, August 9th at 10 a.m. Standard Eastern Time. InfoSpot 411 will have the next morning show, and I can do that. But unfortunately, I haven't hit that to get a community post, and that community tab that comes with 1,000 subscribers. So what do I got to do? Sometimes if I get the time, I'll do a channel news update, and I'll try to let, people know about it. But what I'm getting at, my little rant here is, I think something like that community post and the where you could put post up, as well as you could put people's channels and feature it in the community thing, shouldn't be something held to just 1,000 subscribers. It should be just off the bat. It's I don't see what's the big thing. It's not like a monetization deal, but I don't know. I don't work for YouTube and understand, every little thing they do and the reasons they do it for. But yeah, I'm looking forward to that feature, because it's something too, just as well. It's a great way to notify somebody. Like right now, I know I can put that post out. But yeah, you get that community tab when you have 1,000 subscribers. I was live tonight, bro. Did you get the notification? Oh, was that me, Rush Comedy, that you're asking, or someone else in the chat about a notification you were live tonight? Now, I'd have to check. Oh, okay, yes, me. I'd have to check Rush Comedy, because what I was doing earlier, I wasn't even really on YouTube as far as looking at my notification subscribers. I was going to do a live at about 10:30, 11 o'clock. I have a casino game, and I was going to put the casino game up and have like casino night. It's a virtual casino game, and I downloaded this software that it takes your computer screen and puts it into YouTube. Unfortunately, what happened was I was having issues with it, and then on top of that, the second time I tried to take this game and put it on my channel, my live, and people were coming on there, what ended up happening was my internet took a big dump. I had this ATT, my internet, SHIT on me. And I had my internet was out for about like 20 minutes or so. So I had that going on. I wasn't really much on YouTube at all, as far as trying to, with the, my, how should I say, this other my subscribers channels and my notifications and all that. Cause it was kind of just one of those nights where, what's that old saying? If it can go wrong, it will go wrong. But yeah, that's what I had going on tonight. But I'll check my notifications. I'm going to tell you what, Rush Comedy, I'm going to make a note here too, and as well as you guys coming in here. Rush Comedy. What I'm going to do is, if you went live tonight or you got a video, I'm going to do a full watch on it. So I'm going to return the favor to you, okay? And I'll be hitting your guys' channels up as well. Novak, and then OBRA. Well, you know me. I'm usually once or twice a week I'm over on your live, but I will be coming over to your place. And then Novak, I'm going to make sure to, come over, and I'm going to hook you up with some watch time. Definitely. It's one of those things. I do my best to, people do right by me. I do right by them. That's it. So yeah, I missed your live tonight, Rush Comedy, but I will check my notifications and see, because I don't know. There are some times, like one of the other things, since we're talking YouTube. Oh, thank you, Rush. Yes, much love to you as well. But I get this, and I did find out you can go. I've had people leave comments on my videos, and I've had people subscribe to my damn channel, and I don't get it in my freaking notification box. So what I do from time to time, I go into my YouTube studio, and I go into like my subscriber thing, and it gives me information on like who's subscribed to my channel. I think sometimes it won't if they don't put up their number. Any rate, but I tried my best to check on all who's subscribed to my channel, especially when I see my number move up a little bit, as well as I go into that little tab feature on the left-hand side. I think it's in the YouTube studio. Yeah, it says comments, because sometimes people will like up a video, a couple videos of yours, and because a certain word is used, they'll withhold that comment. So you go into comments and it'll say withheld comments. And the app I used for where my casino game, is that what you're asking about, Rush Comedy? I'm on my laptop computer right now. You know what? I got to change this battery. Give me like 5 seconds here. My light's going dim. Okay, let me turn this on. Oh, there we go. Hold on, I'm coming right back, everybody. Oh, I have one of my lights. I show this to a lot of people. Maybe you haven't seen it. I got the LED with the batteries. Throat's getting dry. Anyway, I get about an hour, a little over. I get a little over an hour on one of these, but it's a great light that I use, and this way I'm not having to have everything plugged in my outlet. But unfortunately, the drawback is I got to change them out. This is a newer brand. But let me get back to what we were talking about. No, the live stream you're doing right now. What's the name of the app you do for your live stream, bro? Oh, the live stream you're doing. The name of the app. I'm not really using an app. I'm just on my Rush Comedy. I'm on Google Chrome, and I just logged in my YouTube account, and click the feature there, go live. I'm not really using an app per se. Earlier, I was on a OBS software program because where it does screen recording, and you can screen record your game on your computer and broadcast that through. I was doing that, but I'm not really on an app right now. I'm just logged into YouTube through Google Chrome, and I just clicked the go live feature, and that's what I'm doing now. As far as what I'm broadcasting, right now, that's what I'm doing. But a couple things I do have to look into is like I also want to get into. I think YouTube had something offered, and then there's a number of different programs, but I like to get that one. I think OBRA was using it. Yeah, they call it the green screen feature, where you could put something in your background, and like I could have the ocean or like a building behind me, like right here. This is just a blanket, but move this pillow out of the way. But how they'll put that background in the back, which is really neat. And then I've seen them sometimes too. You could take your game you're playing. Yes, I have a big one. Oh, okay. You do green screen as well, Novak. Okay. But what I also seen too on a friend of mine's channel, a YouTube channel, what he did, rather than the game on the computer screen, he had the game set to like the background, and he took his picture small and put it in the corner and had the game going. Now, I have the software to do that, like to record and make a video. But anyway, I got to look into that. That's something I want to do too, is, get it where I can, do the background as well. Oh, StreamYard. Green SCR. I'll write that down. Okay, so it's the StreamYard that has that feature set up. Okay. Because I know the StreamYard is also the one too, where two other good features with StreamYard is that you can get people's comments and put them right in on the screen, and they click something and I can show the comment. So like if, let's say, I have 5 people here right now, not just a chat window, but I could put it up there as well as StreamYard. Now it gets more virtual. You could put up that link. So I can split the screen, and me and Novak can be talking, with each other. with the StreamYard. And I think that was long overdue for years, not just, having to type in comments and then, I've got to look and read it, which is nice. The StreamYard has it. The only thing, this is something I will say, a friend of mine got burnt with StreamYard. This is kind of common sense, but let's say you got a big live going and you have StreamYard. Let's say it could be you got 30 some people tuned in. Well, anyway, he had a big live going and got a little too careless. So he let somebody he didn't know on his StreamYard, and boom, it was about like 5 seconds after he got in and this picture was up, it flipped over to a naked person, and that's just a troll trying to ruin his live stream. But he was already had like 4 watch hours for it or something like that. And then he was asking me on Facebook what to do. And he didn't want to lose his watch time. But I told him just set it to private and keep your watch hours for that StreamYard with that this troll did to you as far as putting up this naked picture and ruining it. And he just went ahead and did it, made it private. I'm sure there's some way you can contact YouTube. Wait, Dumbo, what's behind you? Maybe curtains, but they're blue. You can use blue screen and green screen, but the camera is more satisfied with green as far as I know. Oh, okay, Novak. Yeah. This color, this right here is a bed sheet for a full-size bed. It's an older sheet I had. I mean, but still nice. But the reason I put this up even before I was doing this broadcasting was that I'm in my basement and behind me is just a ton of crap. I mean, just all kinds of stuff stacked up. So that, and then I just put this up right here because behind me a little ways, there's a couple lights, and that light, it just stops the light glare and everything. And I like it. It's kind of like it makes a nice privacy area right back in here with my TV. So anyway, yeah, that's what's up here. But it's that same color. If you ever seen the Miami Dolphins NFL football team, it's not quite green and it's not blue, but it's like that teal color. That's the actual color of this blanket. It's like that Miami Dolphins NFL team color that's up behind me with this. Oh, okay, but it's awesome. It would do really good for you. Oh, yeah. I'm going to check out that StreamYard because that is one thing I want to do too, is even if I'm not using that for gaming, but I different things to pictures, just like thumbnails. I don't like to, like, all my live broadcasts use the same thumbnail. I do got to work on one now. I have been using the same thing with my product review videos, but what I found out was I had one product review, and I think it was a mosquito killer light I did, and I made up a custom thumbnail and it said product review, and it had a thumbs up and a thumbs down, a little circle. And at first I thought it'd be good. It kind of shows, like, that's what I do with my product reviews. I either get a thumbs up or a thumbs down. But it didn't take off as well. And I think what people recognize sometimes is I like that big red stamp. It just sticks out at your product review. But I don't know. Some of those things, you learn as you go, but I would, I like to use different thumbnails and as well behind me. Like I might do one broadcast. I'll take my state of Michigan flag. Not the football team, but the actual state itself. There's a cool flag I'll put up there and different ideas. But yeah, I'll definitely check out the StreamYard and do that. It would do you awesome, really good for you if you like to edit something. Oh, okay. And that's StreamYard, Novak. That you can edit really well with that StreamYard. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, I'll have to do that sometime. Okay. Good deal. Yeah, the StreamYard. But another thing I floated an idea around, but I'm kind of on the fence with it because there's good and bad with it. They have a website they use at work. Actually, today I was in one. It was called go to meeting.com. And then there's another one like Mixler and Blog Talk Radio, where you can get phone numbers, and when someone dials a phone number, they can patch right into your computer. But I know some people, they use that Mixler as very popular medium for doing like internet radio shows, and they'll put it in conjunction with YouTube. So when people are on Mixler and they, let's say they're doing a live broadcast on YouTube, they'll patch it in through Mixler and say, hey, you can listen to my show. They'll tell their Mixler people, I'm also on YouTube. All you have to do is just go to InfoSpot 411 YouTube channel. Type in InfoSpot 411. You can pull it up and watch me live on the video screen. And as well, they could tell some people, hey, if you want to, keep in mind, I'm also on Mixler as well. But having it on Mixler and also on YouTube always, to me, is not going to relate to people if you're trying to build your channel up necessarily coming over all the time. There's a lot of people that are just happy with Mixler and they go on there because there's different radio shows with all kinds of topics and as well. So, and the phone number thing, I think if we were talking 10 years prior, that would be a great idea. But some people use their laptops, but the thing is, a lot of people are on their stinking cell phones, so they're not going to want to, call into a number. But they do have that, like with Mixler and GoToMeeting.com. And Tiny Chat was another website, but sometimes that's not always the best thing too when you're mixing the different mediums. You're taking YouTube and combining it with Mixler, or you're combining it with the Blog Talk Radio or the GoToMeeting.com or Tiny Chat, that type of stuff. But I am glad they did that StreamYard that I just got back in the YouTube back in January, that they added the StreamYard, because I always felt some years back that's what the live chat was missing, is that Skype virtual deal, which I like. But yeah, if I do StreamYard, I learned quick. My buddy got burned, is like the only ones I'm bringing on, onto my channel. I need to know you first, because it's unfortunate, but there's a lot of rather than a-holes, I'll just use the word trolls. But there's a lot of trolls out there, and then that's what they makes them happy when they could try to, really ruin someone's life and do some dumb shit like that, put up a picture of a naked person, on their live and go troll, go do something like that. It just, I don't know. It's just the same as like, I don't get it where people do these viruses and Trojans and stuff, and they deliberately try to sabotage other people's computer. It's like, don't you have anything better to do in life? Oh, okay. That's the StreamYard, right, Novak? You're talking about that'll benefit my skills and my channel doing the StreamYard. Yes. Okay. Cool. Yeah. I will be doing that in the near future, especially too, putting up. I love that, the background with it too looks so much cooler than my old couch here and the curtain. It's doing the trick. But yeah, that'll definitely, I'm gonna do that. And I like I say too, I bring people in StreamYard, but it's gonna be one of those things where when I do bring people in on the StreamYard, it will definitely be that it's going to be it has to be, not going to be, it has to be people that I know. So if someone comes in, hey, I'll thank you for coming in new into the chat, but even if you click my link, I don't know you, I'm not going to just throw your picture up, because it's unfortunate, but there's a lot of people try to do that, in the lives, but you get idiots, yep, that do that. I used to be, wait, I missed the, oh yeah. Gosh, that'd be another good topic for one of my shows. My first cell phone I got, I think, was in 1997. talking about flip phones. You know what? This is a fun topic, real quick. I can talk about. I'm glad you brought this up, Novak, with the flip phone. My first cell phone was one of these big, bulky, gray Motorola cell phones, and I think I got like an hour talk time a month on the damn thing, and it didn't even have like caller ID on that thing, you know. And then my second cell phone I got like 2 or 3 years later, I think in '99. I thought it was a cat's ass because it had caller ID on it, and it was a much smaller phone. And then I remember the pot thing was back around 2000, like 2000, 2001. They came out with those. Oh, thank you, OBRA. They came out with, you remember, I'm going back some years, but it was a really hot thing going, that Nextel Direct crap. It was like a two-way radio built in the cell phone. I think they might still make them. Like some people use them if they're in construction or certain businesses. But I'm just got to move my leg over here. Sorry about that. But they had this Nextel Direct Connect, and you pushed a button on the side of your cell phone, and you would keep, it wasn't an actual cell phone call. It was like a, I don't want to say CB, but it was like a radio frequency. And you would direct connect. Sprint was the big one, or Nextel was the big one in it. And if you had Nextel, you could do the direct connect and talk to somebody, and people loved it because you didn't have to use your talk minutes. Yes, oh my God, those brick vest phones, damn, you hold it all the time in your hand. Oh yeah, Novak, for sure. That's what I had. My very first cell phone was that big, bulky, gray cell phone. Motorola was one of them that made those freaking things. And then I do remember it was those Nextel Directs. People thought that was the cat's ass because now you didn't have to use your cell phone minutes. You could get on Nextel Direct and click the button and do direct connect like a radio frequency, and it would go shit quite a ways. I mean, I knew people be in Detroit and they'd go up to Saginaw, but it'd go a couple 100 miles, or 100 some miles, that Nextel Direct. And then it was around the mid 2000s. The big thing in cell phones were it was like everyone came out with those little small ass cell phones that you could hold in your hand and dial the number. And that was the big craze. And then all of a sudden the Blackberries came out in text messaging. And then when the Blackberries came out, that was a big thing. I think that was around like 2006 or 7 or 2005 or 6. They were popular for 3 or 4 years. The Blackberries, everybody was getting those things. That's like, oh, we could text now. And then the cell phone companies were like, oh, you get unlimited talk time, but you only get so many texts per month unless you upgrade your package, you know. And then when the smartphones came out around 2007, really, I think the first ones were introduced. I did a trivia question on this. I think it was 2007, but around 2009 and 10, they were becoming commonplace. Everybody was getting the smartphones. Yes, it was. Yeah, sending a text out wasn't cheap back in the day. But I'm getting to a whole point with my little story here, how these cell phone companies are so full of crap. And they've been screwing us over. So when the smartphones came out, okay, what was the big thing everybody wanted? Oh, now you can access the internet at the palm of your hand. You don't need a laptop computer or that big tablet all the time or that little notebook computer. You could do it right on your smartphone. I have my smartphone laying. Oh, here's mine. Yeah. You could do it right here. Just swipe it and boom. Great. But what I'm getting at is now all of a sudden, for all these years, they were charging us for how many minutes we talked. But when the text messaging was the big thing, then it was, oh, now you can get unlimited minutes, but you got to pay for text. But now that they can make all this money off of the data mobile with the internet, now all of a sudden, just about every stinking cell phone plan is unlimited talk and texting. Now, why all of a sudden that it doesn't cost you hardly a penny for people to send out a gazillion text messages and talk all the freaking time, but it's so expensive, and they charge more money for the data mobile. What I'm getting at is, years back when they were charging us up the, you know what, for doing texting and talking on the damn phone, it didn't cost them any more money back in the day than what it's costing them now. It's just that when they have a different angle of making money, like, oh, okay, we see where all the money's made. It's made in data mobile, because most of the people are having these cell phones that do internet. So what the hell? Give them free talk and text. We want them in as customers for data mobile. Yeah, they're in their own right. These cell phone companies are just as freaking bad as the pharmaceutical companies and the oil companies. Yeah, it is. Yep. Yeah. You know, like one thing I was talking to this would be a good topic for one of my shows, man. As this midnight chat goes on, I'm coming up with all kinds of great ideas for future shows. But anyway, let me bring this up to you guys. And I think this is one thing that the powers to be are keeping from us, because there's going to be major money freaking lost. And I'm talking major money with this Wi-Fi in the internet. Okay. Like where I'm here in America, in Michigan, the two big companies are the AT&T and the Comcast cable. But at any rate, they can do free internet in a lot of countries and places, and have free Wi-Fi for everybody. But the minute they do that, you are going to take a major blow in as far as the cell phone companies and these big companies that are tied in with internet. Because a lot of people like, you know what? I'll take the free internet, the Wi-Fi. I don't need to be paying $60 a month for my internet service no more. I could have free Wi-Fi. And what I'm getting at is the technology is out there. They can provide this to everybody. We're not in 2005 right now, or 2007. We're just on the cusp of Wi-Fi. We could get freaking free Wi-Fi everywhere. But I believe why they're not going to why they're going to delay this and keep this from happening as long as they can. Think about it. It's not a secret. Where are the cell phone companies making their money now? The vast majority of their monies. Granted, they make a big chunk of money selling them new iPhones, Okay, I get that. But you could buy, like, here, I just have an Android phone, and shit, I paid $100 for this thing 3 years ago, still working fine. But my point I'm getting at is the cell phone companies would be losing money out their ass. The like Comcast, AT&T, these big internet companies, I don't know what they are in the Philippines or Jordan, but they would be losing money hand over fist if they put free Wi-Fi out for everyone, which they can. The technology's there. They're just not allowing it to happen. So what do they do in the meantime? Our rates every year, they keep sticking it and porking it to us, what we have to pay for our freaking Wi-Fi. But sooner or later, the technology is going to catch up. They can't hold it. They can only hold it back for so long, and it'll come out free Wi-Fi. Same thing with the freaking electrical vehicles. They put out there's a great documentary movie called "Who Killed the Electric Car?" Similar. I'm bringing this up because it's similar to what I was talking about. Any rate, back in the late 90s, General Motors came out with some electric cars. And they had a little, they had the Chevy S10 pickup truck that was all electric. But what they did is they didn't allow anyone to purchase one. You could only lease them. Well, when people were turning them back in after like a 3 or 4 year lease program, when they call it the EV1, they're like, yeah, how much to buy this? I want to purchase it. We're not selling it. And then all of a sudden they killed the program that no more electric cars. It wasn't until like the late 2000s like 2009 or 10, they started coming back out. But oh, you're right, Novak. Yeah. Any rate, when they meaning they the car companies in GM and the rest of them, they tried to keep that electric vehicle technology from coming out as far as mass production. And I believe the oil industry was behind it, as well as a little bit, with the automotive. But it was just a matter of time. They had to, it was like, this isn't 1985 and this is, on the cusp technology here, So what I'm getting at, tying this together with my cell phone talk, is that the technology's here. They can put. Oh, thank you for coming, Big King family. Thank you so much. I was at your channel earlier today, I believe, too, checking out some of your stuff. Any rate, I'm talking about cell phone companies, electric cars here, and some conspiracy going on. Thank you much. Here's a thumbs up for everybody. And while I'm talking too, feel free to comment. I'm checking the chat and network with each other too. So Big King family, if you're not connected with Novak or OBRA, definitely connect with them. Vice versa. Where was I? Oh yes, the technology is out there to put it out. No problem. They have free Wi-Fi, and in all across America and a lot of countries, like take where I live in Detroit, Michigan, they could put the free freaking Wi-Fi out. But like I said, again, it would just damage the profits that the cell phone companies and the internet companies get, just like the electric cars. They had that shit years ago, but they didn't want to bring that out right away and hurt the oil companies. But time caught up with them, and there's nothing they can do about it. But I'm sure there'll come a day too when they can get big SUVs and have them run off electric and not have to everything changes at time, and it develops. So yeah, it's coming. I truly believe the day's coming. We're going to have that free internet and Wi-Fi. Oh, okay. Thanks, Big King family. Cool. You'll check out some channels. All right, great. Where was I? Yeah. So yeah, the day's coming. It should be, what I'm getting at is, it should be today. We should have that free Wi-Fi everywhere, but the money and the greed is gonna keep that from happening. I still believe for a number of years to come, especially when you're talking, you could take an individual just like me, and charge $60 to $90 depending on what type of freaking internet package I want, so that's a big thing that they're doing, is meaning like the car companies, what they did in the past with electric cars, and what's happening now. They should have the free Wi-Fi, and that should be out, for everybody. But again, it's let me put it this way: a lot of this at stake, and that's just going to try to keep that from happening. Another thing that is similar to this, I was talking on. I know I did a live about a week or so ago. OBRA was there, and it was a lot of my live was about the trip to Mars, as well as I had video clips from the rovers on the planet of Mars. It's one of my morning shows. It was like a week or so ago, and anyway, I brought up the problems with the man-made mission right now in getting astronauts to Mars, from dealing with the radiation and solar flares to the, that it takes 6 months currently, just at 6 to 8 months currently to get to Mars. You're talking millions of miles away from Earth. And in being in that non-gravity environment could kill a lot of even some of the best well-fed astronauts. But one of the points I'm getting at is where I lie hope in future that we can have astronauts and men get to Mars, no problem. years from now, what we have with. Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, Novak, you'll love my live. I got the video clip. I'll get back to what I'm saying in a second, everybody. I got the video clip of the rocket launch, and it leaves Earth at Cape Canaveral in Florida and goes up into space. And that damn thing goes supersonic. And by the time once it hits space and gets out of our stratosphere, if I'm saying it correctly, and it's in our orbit, it was already hitting like 15,000 miles per hour. But in that video too, I put some video clips from the rovers on Mars, and I got some clips where it shows the planet of Mars. And any rate, my point I'm getting at, back to what I was just talking about, is one of the biggest hopes we could have in getting a manned mission to Mars, NASA and everyone, is that where our science and technology is right now today is going to be something different in 2030. Okay. And same thing like 2035 and 2040. So as fast as a ship can go in space, we'll get it there. What would take us 6 months right now to get to Mars, maybe by 2030 or 2040, it might only take us 6 weeks to get, or 3 weeks to get that many millions of miles to Mars, that much quicker. Oh, okay, Big King family. Yeah, it was a morning show I did, and gosh, I think it was July 30th or July 31st. I think it had a picture of a dock, like a dock going out in the water, and I put my YouTube logo. Starman. Okay, hi. Yes, hi to you, Starman. Talking about Mars, as a matter of fact, and making a point. So anyways, I'm reading all this stuff, and I have it in my video, my morning show video from July 30th about a trip to Mars. One of the biggest things we have is, NASA is trying to see the environment in Mars, because Mars used to have a little percentage of water and it's possibly live, but we need to figure out. Yes, that is true, Novak. I'll even talk about that in just a second. Any rate, yeah, because there's so many millions of miles away from Earth. Currently, what we can do with our science and technology and our ships, it's 6 to 8 months to get there to Mars. But where we might be in 2030 and further on, and how fast we could go and we can get there, might only be talking 2 or 3 weeks. At the speed we could get something that goes faster, whether it's different materials we use, and it's just the science and development of a different type of fuel, or to something else we discover. But yeah, there is water on Mars, as a matter of fact. It's oh, hello to you too. Thank you for coming. The water's frozen on Mars, where they got it. But where this God, what was the name? I have the name. There's going to be a rover and a drone that's going to go on Mars. Ingenuity is the name of the drone. It's like a helicopter. Perseverance is the name of the rover. Perseverance and Ingenuity. And I got this in my video. OBRA, if you're still here, he was there, watched it. So anyway, when we get to Mars, when they bring it down. Oh, thanks, OBRA. Yep. So when this rover and the drone come down in Mars, they're going straight to a crater where they know without a question there used to be water on Mars. And when they get to this crater, they're going to be doing some experiments that have never done before. They're going to find out and narrow down, was there once life on the planet of Mars? Now, and it'll help them find out, was it just water and like bacteria, algae, or was it actually living life like fish or something happened? But here's the thing, if they find out there was once life on Mars, on me slow down. If NASA finds out there was once life on Mars, it's going to bring up a whole slew of other questions too. what the hell happened to that planet millions of years ago or thousands of years ago, where everything died and it got this current orbit so far away from the sun that life can't exist on there now. And was Mars once in an orbit close enough to the sun where there was once life, and it got hit by an asteroid or something happened and it went out of its orbit? You know, we're going to find out a lot of this information. Basically, it's really fascinating. And then this will be the first time they'll have a helicopter Ingenuity on Mars, because see, the problem with the rovers, they're limited. There's only one left that's working as far as a moving rover on Mars. Is that it takes a long time for a message from that rover to get back to Houston, the command center for NASA. So when NASA sends out a command, move, let me use my pen as an example. Okay, there's the rover right here, my pen. We want you to move over to here, and that's 2 miles in southeast. Okay. Well, shit, by the time that message goes and gets to this rover on Mars, it can take a long time. It takes a long time to get that message there. Then what if the rover encounters a crater? So it only can move so fast on the planet of Mars to get somewhere. One of the rovers got scrapped because the damn thing got stuck. So, but with this drone helicopter, that drone helicopter can see well far enough ahead and can go further out. They could send that thing 4 or 5 miles, I believe. I have to double check how many miles it can go away from the actual rover and come back. And then they use the solar panels to charge up those rovers on Mars. And as well as I believe that's what they're going to have in the drone now, the little helicopter on Mars, and they'll help carry out a lot of experience. I find it very interesting, you know. So yeah, it was really cool. But I think it was July 30th, the morning show on Mars. I showed some video clips. But yeah, if you like science and astronomy, I did a whole morning show about that because the rocket went up. Well, I said oxygen rate must be, yeah, the oxygen rate is only around like 3%. And then the other problem they have, yeah, it is, Novak. The other problem with Mars, a huge problem they got, is the low air pressure. And what that means is that, yeah, it's going to be one helicopter. It's a helicopter / drone. They're calling it a helicopter, NASA is, but it's not an actual freaking big helicopter. It's a small one, and it's basically, you know, like the drone. But with Mars having the low air pressure, when this rocket that we sent up and it gets to Mars, and it's happened before, when it enters Mars atmosphere, it can't use. What's your look on concealed carry weapon? I'll get to that in just a second, Starman. That's a great question. A different topic, but I can answer that for you. Any rate, just wrapping this up about Mars. So when the rocket gets to Mars, and it's going to get there in February, it takes that freaking long. It left July 30th, which is at its closest point. Okay. And it'll get there by February. But once that thing, it takes about 6-7 minutes to hit the surface. When it gets in there, it's not like Earth with its Mars low air pressure. Releasing a parachute does very, very little to slow down speed. So what they did the first couple times is when that thing came down, they had like these big inflatable airbags for those rovers before, and the thing tumbled on the surface of Mars for quite a ways till it stopped tumbling. Then the bag opened up, and then the rover went out. And what they did the last few times when they sent some stuff to Mars is they have like reverse rockets. So when it comes into the atmosphere, as it goes down, the reverse rockets push it in the other direction, and it slowly and safely lands on the surface with the rover in that. And then as soon as it has like some cables that'll come out, and as soon as it hits, then it releases it, and the thing goes up in the air and it's gone. It's kind of cool. They should have some YouTube videos on that about how those previous rovers, Curiosity, and then I forget the other one that's on Mars now, landed. So, yeah, but yeah, I love the idea. What we have to learn from the planet of Mars, So, but yeah, I the day, who knows? Shoot, 100 years from now, what we consider science fiction with Star Trek and Star Wars, that might end up coming out to be, science fact. I mean, shoot, if you spoke to someone, if you could time travel and go back to the 1940s and tell someone you could have wireless phones, they'd probably look at you like you're crazy. Anyway, what was that? Oh, I see you retracted that. You had a question about concealed guns, or was that for like another chat or something? Starman. He opened up a box like little drones. Yeah. Okay. Oh, no. Okay. I saw you put something in there about concealed guns. I didn't know if you had a question you wanted to ask me. You're more than welcome. It's just a midnight chat. I'll talk about just about anything. Oh, no, for here. Oh, okay. I thought you might have had a question on yeah. Yes. Time traveling will be funny. Think that the guy's gone nuts. Laugh out loud. Yeah, I don't, yeah, I don't know how that would ever be possible. The idea of actually doing time travel. We live in an open carry state. Big King family. Yeah, Michigan is where I live in Michigan. We're That's a great topic. Shoot, I'll talk about it. What the hell? The state of Michigan, where I am, is an open carry state, meaning that you can walk around with a gun on your hip or on your back in public. Now, there are a few restrictions, like you can't go in a school, open carry, or on a school property, a public school, or walk around to like a courthouse. But yeah, we're the open carry state. Oh, Arizona. Okay. I'll tell you, let me get a sip of Verner's in the good and the bad with it. Now, I support the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms, and I've always seen it as that it clearly is. Some people have argued, some scholars have argued this, but it's a right that we have. It is a law-abiding American, meaning I'm not someone who's in prison right now for, murder for 30 years. So I should have a right to own a gun. And I'll get to open carry in a second. But a lot of people lose track. Our founding fathers at the time when they did the Constitution and the Bill of Rights, okay, the reason they put that in there, the American Revolutionary, oh, okay, you live in Texas. Yeah, the American Revolutionary War would have never happened, and we would probably still be a British Commonwealth for hundreds of years, another 100 plus years, if it wasn't for the fact that we had, they referred to them as the Minutemen, and they had people that could have and own guns. So that's what's important about the Second Amendment. Here's another fact a lot of people don't know. One of the reasons, not the only reason, but one of the reasons Japan in the Second World War didn't do a land invasion in Hawaii is because they knew what military they can get in there, that everyone had guns. We weren't a restrictive area where only like some police and a small amount of military had guns. But my biggest reason overall why I support the Second Amendment, Oh, okay, a 40 ICP. Okay, okay. I have a 40 cal. They call it the 40 Smith & Wesson round. But the biggest reason to me, and now this is just an opinion, okay, and conversation doesn't mean I'm right, doesn't mean you're wrong, vice versa. It's just a conversation opinion. I know some people really are against the Second Amendment or favor it. But anyway, moving on. The reason I support the Second Amendment, and it's a right that we have. Oh, hello. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Is that you cannot rely upon police and military to protect you. And that's why, as a law-abiding citizen in America, we should have a right to own a gun, because you can't rely upon police and military to protect you. Point in case, I go back to I was in high school at the time, but the 1992 Los Angeles riots, or they referred to as the Rodney King riots, there was Koreatown, and the Koreans were in there, and a lot of people were coming in to burn up Koreatown and set it ablaze. And what they were doing is they would go loot the stores, and when they got done, they would set them on fire. And there was tensions between the black community and the Korean community before the Rodney King trial hit because of a lady shot in a party store. But what happened, they had a local radio station in Koreatown, and they, oh, thank you for coming, T-Tech. We're talking about the Second Amendment, and I'm going to get to open carry here in a minute. I was brought up. So, at any rate, during the 1992 Los Angeles riots, there was a local radio station that the Koreans had, and they came on that radio station, and they said, hey, if you have guns or means, if you have means to protect yourself and you have guns, do it. If not, they gave certain spots where they can get out of Koreatown, but they said, you better protect your family and your property. They're coming in here to loot it and burn it. And what ended up happening, I have foil card from Illinois. Okay. We have 9, at least what my husband. Okay. All right. Interesting. But anyway, wrapping up my point real quick, and I'll get to the open carry. I'm just talking on the Second Amendment. It's a great example what the Koreans did in Koreatown during the 1992 LA riots. Some of them, they came out, and there's YouTube videos you can watch. They were in front of a freaking party store. A guy had a little machine gun, but it wasn't fully automatic. And then the other ones had shotguns protecting the store and the area from getting looted. And then there's another video where a guy had a jewelry store and sold firearms, and they came in to loot it and burn it up. And this is on YouTube. You type in Koreatown 1992 LA riots, you'll pull this video up. The guy comes out with a handgun. Wait, help me get 5,000 subs with 3 videos. I like eating. Oh, here you go. I'll help you right now. 1 second. Boom. How's that? Giving you some help. Any rate. So, the guy comes out and he with his buddy, and they have handguns, and as a car came up to loot the store and set it ablaze, that these people came in. The video shows them bang, 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 getting in that gunfight, and they protected their property and everything from it. So that's what that's a reason why I support the Second Amendment. Okay. Now, I know the other side of the argument of how many people are being killed. It's a freaking shame how many minorities are being killed by guns in the city of Chicago. Like in one weekend, 30, was it last week or the week before, I read a news article, close to 30 were dead, from the gun violence. But here's my thing, okay? And it's like I say again, this is just my opinion. I'm not right, you're wrong, vice versa. It's just my opinion. We're having a conversation. I mentioned this once before. I will take the problems that come with my constitutional amendment rights before I'll give them up. So Fidel Castro did an interview with Barbara Walters years and years ago. And he laughed and joked. He says, yeah, we don't have problems with rioters and protesters in Cuba. Well, no, duh, because if you speak out against the government in Cuba, you were going to jail, if not killed. So yeah, you didn't have those problems, and people didn't have those rights. So I'll take some of the problems that come with our constitutional rights before I give them up. Now, with the open carry, this is just my opinion on it, okay? Just because something is legal, can be a legal activity, doesn't mean it's something that you should necessarily do, because what open carry causes a lot, in most cases, it induces panic. Now, granted, someone could argue with me, well, then that's oh, thanks, Big King family. That's also partly the fault of these people that dial 911 and go nuts. That's their own damn fault. They should be aware of what laws are in their state and what people are allowed to do and not do. And wait, I think of there is a mass shooter and you're open carry, you'll be able. Yeah, now that's true. Yeah, I'll get to that. I'm just my thoughts here, or my opinion, I should say, my opinion on it. But when I see some of these YouTube videos, these people engage in these open carry walks on a sidewalk, okay? And they really crave the police coming out, all right? And the police getting in that confrontational issue with them and sometimes make a mistake so they can file a lawsuit. And then they claim that, oh, we're educating the public by this open carry walk. And that's not always the case. You're just inducing panic by doing it. And now people will argue with me, but I also believe, just because something is legal doesn't necessarily mean it's a smart thing to do all the time. But yes, it is a right in most states, like my state. Someone has the right to open carry and do these open carry walks. Now, granted, with what you said, having a gun, yeah, it's true, because a lot of these mass shootings, I'll call them public shootings. I hate to use the term mass shooting. I sound like freaking CNN or Fox News. But these public shootings, okay, whether they're in a schoolyard, movie theater, but the vast majority of these public shootings are in gun-free zones. Think about that. There's already a law that says you can't bring a gun here. We already have a gun control law, and it says you can't bring this gun here. It's a quote-unquote gun-free zone. All right? It doesn't stop them from bringing a gun in and some lunatic killing a bunch of people. It's sad. But I get back to my point is it's really a shame when there's these public shootings. But I'll take the problems that come with the Second Amendment before I give it up. So sometimes an open carry is a problem, and the types of guns people can get, like that incident in Las Vegas, I'm sure they had rules and policies in that casino. You can't bring these firearms in their hotel rooms without authorization. That didn't stop them. So sometimes that's not always the cure to pass a bunch of laws. People are getting out of hand and crazy over money and wealth. A man took a life of his 3 sisters by using a 9mm gun for wealth. Do you see the point in bulletproofing a car? Oh, some good questions. Okay, because I probably would make my car like that. The point in bulletproofing a car, if you're an individual where you feel you might need that protection, yeah. Or if you had the wealth and the means to bulletproof a car, and you're a certain part of the world where you feel that you could be shot at, if there's that need to, yeah. But I'm not too worried, about getting, having a bulletproof a car and getting shot. But hey, took a man. I'm just reading the comment here, Novak. 3 sisters by using. Yeah, it's sad. There's lunatics that do these public shootings for no rhyme or reason. Like there was years ago that Washington D.C. sniper. This guy hid in the trunk of his car and put a little hole in there, and he had his rifle, and he was taking people out, and it took police a long time to catch him because there was no bullet casings out. But sometimes it's just sick people that want to kill others that need mental help, and other times it's like you say too, what happens. But yeah, I get, I probably would get mine where if you shoot an AR-15 bullet, it would go through, but probably get a Chevy Suburban. Okay. That that's been another hot topic though, as you bring that up with the what is it, like an AR-15 or AK-47 or SKS rifle, is that they deem them like assault rifles. But is it just an assault rifle because of how many rounds can go in it? How many can come out? I mean, like in America, more police are killed by 9mm bullet every year than these assault rifles. It just makes the news because when the assault rifles are used, it's usually in these, major public shootings. But in the meantime, you look at the city of Chicago and look into how many people die each other in these gang shootings in just the city of Chicago alone. And I guarantee you the vast majority is handguns. And shoot, you can get these 9mm handguns that can hold freaking like a 30 or 40 rounds. They like Glock. You can get these extended magazines that come way out. I've seen them before, where they slap men. But like I say, with the open carry thing is, yeah, it's legal in a lot of states, and but my thing is, just because something legal doesn't necessarily mean that it's a good thing to do just because it's legal to do it, with the open carry. Wait, in my home defense weapon will be an AR. That could be good and bad. That could be good and bad as a home defense weapon, an AR-15. A lot of times I'd feel you're just better off with a handgun. It's about putting that bullet where it needs to go for your life's in danger, But hey, that's just my opinion. I'm not saying I'm right, you're wrong. But an AR-15 would come in handy if you had like a group of 3 or 4 people, and they were breaking in your house, that rare circumstance, then you can just do like I learned in the military. They call it the cover fire. Just put that. AR-15 is only semi-automatic, but shoot, you could rattle off a bunch of rounds through somewhere if you had a group of people trying to break in your house. But yeah, I think a handgun is one of the best things to have. It's easy to have it at your disposal in a minutes, in like less than a minute's notice. You hear the window break in your house, you can go grab your gun. I saw a video about Chicago people say they would rather get caught with a gun than have someone shoot them and not have one. Yeah, that's true. It's true. I've seen some documentaries where some of these streets in Chicago, like mainly on the south side, I think it was the Vice channel. They do those documentaries, and they go around and say, I have my gun with me everywhere I freaking go, and you gotta be careful. You go here or there, and there's some glaring problems in Chicago, and I don't want to get too much into the politics of it because I come in here to get away from politics. They say they don't even like guns, but they have them. Yeah, that's true. how, let me word this so it's not like I'm doing politics. Look into the history of the mayors of Chicago and what political party they've been, and you'll see what I'm referring to. Um, they need to be a change in the leadership. Another thing to fix the problem in Chicago, speaking on that, is Starman message retracted. You're retracting all the wait. They say they don't have guns. Oh. What'd you retracting all your messages for, Starman? Or is the reason you're retracting all your messages? Game? Oh, hey, Gen Vi. Is there a reason you're retracting all your messages? But anyway, with Chicago, um, yeah, wait. Yeah, I retract them because I don't lean time to save. Yeah, I retract them because I don't lane them to save. Oh, okay, I got you. But anyway, yeah, you can look into the history of the mayors of Chicago, and you're going to catch on to something. But I think what Chicago needs is, it's been proven that more police are not always the answer, okay, in fixing crime. You can go Google the Kansas City Police Project, and they found out it's about community policing, that more police. But like I say, a lot of things in life there's exceptions to. And considering how many shootings in all what's going on in Chicago, I feel one of the answers would be they need to bring in law enforcement from around that state of Illinois, as well as the federal government, and get it to the point, the minute someone picks up a phone and dials 911, cops are coming ASAP. They will be right there. As well as they got to have, with all these, especially in South Side of Chicago, there's all these shootings. I'm wondering, why aren't they canvassing this area, and getting out more often? But I do feel that it's going to take a lot more police than just the Chicago City Police Department to get involved. And they gotta come together and allow other agencies and departments to come in there, just at least temporarily for a few years, to fix this freaking problem that's going on with the shootings and the murders in Chicago. It's absurd, and I'm not too far away from it. Now, I mean, doesn't mean I'm right, but that'd be my approach if I had the means to do it. And they say, "Hey, Ed, here's what's going on in Chicago. You're in charge now. Fix it." And I'm like, "Okay, I'll fix that for you. All right." I'd be bringing in police like crazy, man. There'd be police everywhere on the south side of Chicago where all these shootings and stuff's going on. I'm not saying I'd have a hard approach, but it's beyond, it's out of control what's happened with all the shootings and murders in Chicago. That definitely, that would be something that I would do, and then they need to change there with the mayor in Chicago. But it's I'm looking for the right word. It's shameful what's going on, and it's absurd with all the shootings and everything going on, the murder and shootings in Chicago. This is it's beyond the point of anything that's close to acceptable. But I'm Ed, and I'm not but even the president can only do so much. Wait, and just killings, as well as not just killings, as well as bank heist 60%. Oh, okay. You're referring to Chicago that has the bank heist are way up in Chicago too, Novak. Any rate, yeah, that a lot of times, and it's been proven more law enforcement isn't the answer in addressing crime and making things better. But with Chicago, I feel that's one of those rare exceptions. They gotta have way more cops in there. And yes, well, I mean, in general, the United States, not just killings, but as well as, yeah, we do have a lot of bank robberies, as well as, like, stores getting robbed up. But me personally, I can't speak for every American. I'm just one American here. But again, I'll revert back to what I said. I'll take the problems that come with our Bill of Rights and constitutions before I would give up my rights to alleviate a problem. I would definitely, that's how I feel about it. And yeah, we're going to have problems with their Second Amendment, what's going on in Chicago and a number of things, not just Chicago too. I mean, what it's going on just in that city alone is appalling. But, we have a lot of crime problems throughout America. But I would not want to give up my Second Amendment, my right to own a gun. Let's say like Australia, where they had a gun buyback program in Australia, and now they can't even freaking own like a shotgun or a rifle, but they lost that pretty much the right to own a gun. And Canada is very, very restrictive in Canada. They just had something recently where Trudeau, I think it was the Prime Minister of Canada, whatever his title is, but they were taking a lot of the rifles and shotguns away, and it's next to impossible to own a handgun there. Hey, each is to their own. Like I say again, it's not that I'm right or wrong, but that's my opinion and my feeling when you talk about the crime and the guns and the open carry. What the hell? At Novak. Oh, definitely network with each other too. If you see somebody here you don't know, and I'm not just talking sub to their channel and leave. Subscribe to their channel, watch at least one of their videos in full, drop a like and a nice comment. Again, if you see someone in here you don't know, we're networking to help build up our channels. Go flick on their channel and watch one of their videos, drop a like and a nice comment. Jane Bye. Okay. Oh, by the way, everybody, before I wrap this up here shortly, because I do have to get to bed. It's wow, what is it? Yeah, it's almost 5:00 where I am. What was I gonna say? Oh, this Sunday, I will be doing the morning show. Will be my next live broadcast. And I'm gonna have some good news stories and topics, and I'm working on a game, like a Price is Right game, something fun for us to do. Any rate, 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time Zone here in America. So wherever you're at, I'll be 10 a.m. my time. So just you can check it, with your time. I think the Philippines is 12 hours ahead of me, 12-hour difference. I'm not sure, like Novak, where you are in Jordan, what that time difference is. But anyway, I'll be 10 a.m. this Sunday, coming up Sunday. I'll be doing a morning show. And I might drop a video. I have a couple product reviews, by the way. I just got to shoot them. I have this thing called the Arctic Cat, and the other one was the Rapid Ramen Cooker, where you can cook ramen in the microwave. They're both as seen on TV products, and I have everything set up. I just got to shoot the video on them, so I might get another video out here before my live broadcast on Sunday. I still try to, let me read the chat. I'm sorry. Well, you know me, Ed. I don't care for subs now. Just want to help you guys. Oh, okay. That's cool, Novak. I just let everybody know, especially want to build their channel, network with each other, but is, like you say, what I'm about is genuine networking, not somebody just hitting a subscribe button and clicking on a video for 10 seconds and giving it a thumbs up and leaving, and that don't help. But anyway, I got you. I'm about to wrap up the live here shortly because I'm getting tired and it's late. Where was I? Gosh, oh yeah, my show Sunday. Yeah, I'll be 10 a.m. around that time. I'll do the morning show. And it'll be something good like my other morning shows. So, any other questions? Anything anybody want to say here before I wrap up the lives? Not the lives. Wrap up the live. You can see how tired I'm getting. Oh, have a good day, Info Spot. Oh yes, thank you for coming, Big King family. Thank you, everybody. You know what? I haven't typed nothing in chat. I keep talking. Thank you, everyone. And yeah, I got some names down here. I'm gonna be, like I say, I'm gonna this weekend too, and coming up tomorrow and that I'm gonna try to get on your next live broadcast, Novak, OBRA. Yeah. I'm gonna like I say, I come on your channel often for your lives as well. If you're here, Big King family, I'm gonna make a note of that too. Make sure I hit your channel up as well. Big King family, yeah. Well, hope you enjoy bedtime now. Rest up, sweet dream. Oh, okay. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting tired as you can see. Anyway, everybody, thank you for coming on my live. It was kind of last minute tonight. Just a quick midnight chat. I appreciate everybody coming in here. I had fun. Yeah, most definitely. And like I say, I'm all worn out from talking. I need a couple of days rest. I'm just going to watch your videos and go comment and come on your lives now. I hope to see you guys Sunday. I'll probably be hitting you up on your channels as well. And like I say, most of my videos, and I'll wrap it up with this. Stay safe and enjoy life, everyone.